Father God, I come before you today, head bowed and body bent.
T-Max, I'll give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up. Thank you, brother.
Lord, I want to thank you that last night my bed didn't become my cooling board.
Welcome to the Content Creators Lounge. Curated by T-Max, yeah, you know the name. Powered by T-Max Network, where creators speak freely and authentically.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Yeah. Welcome to the Content Creators Lounge. T-Max set the tone, let your guard come down. Yeah. This ain't surface talk, this real life sound, where truth and timing always come around. Yeah. Open mics, open hearts, no filter here. T-Max in the room, voices loud and clear. Yeah. From the culture to the community, lifestyle dreams to accountability. T-Max says, say it raw, say it proud. Every story matters in this crowd. No scripts, just moments we allow. It's more than content, it's movement now. It's the lounge where creators shine. Yeah, T-Max vibes with perfect timing. From growth to laughs, we intertwine. Not just a show, it's a state of mind. Content Creators Lounge, tap in. Built by T-Max, where real ones win. Every episode, pull you in. Yeah, this an experience, not a trend. T-Max bring the voices to one space. Different perspectives, same safe place. Entertainment, growth, and elevation. Real conversations, real-time creation. We talk the wins and the lessons learned. Every mic hot, every story earned. Laugh a little, think a lot. Yeah, every topic hit a spot. Woo! If it matter to you, it matter here. T-Max make it clear. Every voice sincere. Say it how you feel. Say it with your chest. This the lounge where creators give their best. This the lounge where creators shine. T-Max energy, front and center. From growth to laughs, we intertwine. Not just a show, it's a state of mind. Content Creators Lounge, tap in. T-Max Network, let the convo begin. Every episode, pull you in. Yeah, it's an experience, not a trend. Yeah, T-Max Network.
Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen, man? Welcome to the T-Max Network. Listen, the Content Creators Lounge, we're normally on Sundays at 7:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but tonight we got a makeup show from last night, so I appreciate y'all tapping in. Let me go ahead on and introduce you guys to my panel. We got Niette Ridgeway, Mr. D Awesome One. We got Shawnee P. Welcome back to the tribe. I know that's right.
What's up?
Yeah, man, it's been a minute, Shawnee. We glad to have you back over here. We got Lady Cherie and the Art Attack. We also got Big Niche, Life of Big Niche from the TikTok world. We got a couple of other people pulling up right now, and we're gonna let them get acclimated. I see Jeremiah in the back. We're gonna pull you up here shortly, sir. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing, man?
Absolutely amazing.
Live is
amazing. Yeah. That's what's up, man.
Absolutely amazing.
No doubt. And Shawnee, where you been? What's
Yo,
been new? You got a glow about yourself. You must got some news. It's been like what?
I mean, you know,
a year?
it's been a little bit more than a year.
More.
Yeah.
What's been going on?
Man, I'm talking about business. So I finally launched my paternity company. And I've been working with, thank you. Yes.
So when you say paternity company, break that down for the people. I know what that means, but some people may not know what you're talking about.
So DNA testing, mainly, you know, who's the father. I don't know if y'all been watching the news heavy, but they are going towards, when I say they, the government is mandating paternity tests at birth if you want to sign a birth certificate. So, and I mean, and I'm gonna tell y'all, it's like, and the numbers are so wonky because 99.9% of the men who test are the father. However, 1 in 3 men are not.
Mhm.
And
So you can say that. That's a whole topic right there.
yeah, yeah. And weirdly speaking, I'm a whole walking statistic. So I'm like, you know what? That's a pain point I need to tap into and become a me.
So when you say 1 in 3 men are not, so you telling me that have you like how long have you been knowing that statistic 1 in 3?
I've been on that for about 9, 10 years now.
So you
Yeah.
telling me that people out here pump faking on who the daddy is?
I mean, that's what people like to think, but really, I mean, think about it. A lot really live in a hookup culture. So the difference between man and woman is man don't get to wear his scarlet letter. So what you did 2 weeks ago, you definitely, if I met you and we, did what we do, and I feel like in a lot of cases that's not the case, but in some cases it is. And the reason why I'm pushing so hard for this, because I have sons myself, and I tell them anything you come talking to them that mess with is gonna be tested. Why? Because lineage, we are moving black people, we are moving into a big generational wealth push. And you want to know who you are working for and making sure that everything is aligned appropriately. Um, with that being said, I mean, everybody I've tested so far has been the father. Thank God, I haven't run into any mishaps like that at this point. Um, but I wouldn't say it's always about being bamboozled, and sometimes it is. I met a young lady who she simply won't give the father a test. I said, "So you mean to tell me the one thing that's keeping that man from being a man to his son is a DNA test, and you don't want to give it to him? Do you know how shady that makes you look?"
Right.
And I said, in real talk, if you a mastermind, I said, actually, how about you test the people who you think it might be in the process of elimination so you won't be embarrassed. It might take a couple dollars to get there, but it's
Yeah.
worth the embarrassment. I said, but I feel like in a lot of cases, that is what stopped men from being dads. It's like, man, how do I know? So I just feel like eliminate the doubt.
Mm.
I mean, if he gonna be a piece of poop, he gonna be a piece of poop anyway. But you know, get that name on that birth certificate. You don't want your child birth certificate talking about unknown for 80 years until they
I
die.
know. Right.
You know,
Yeah. Yeah. So outside of the paternity business, and now that we have somebody that's in that, I got one question for it before we move to the next thing. But are you able to do that with anyone in any state, or is it
yes,
regulated by states?
it's worldwide.
Worldwide.
As long as I can get, because there's so many like satellite and sister stations everywhere. It's just as
Mhm.
simple as me calling, it's like, hey, I need you to collect from my friend. How much you gonna charge me to collect? So, it is always is a fee. But yeah, I can hook that up from anywhere.
Okay, no doubt. That way, if people want to reach you, man, how could they find you with the paternity testing?
Y'all can find me at P3 Paternity on all across all platforms, TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram.
Okay, all right. So you called me the other day out of the blue, over a year and some change. I knew you were doing well. You knew I was doing well, and like I tell people all the time, to be good folk with people and friends or family like that, you don't have to talk every day. You don't have to talk every month or so often. I know that when I talk to you and you talk to me, we're good with each other. So when you call me out the blue and text me also, there were some things that you said that I wanted to bring to the people. So I'm in North Carolina, you're out in Texas, and I have been sitting on something, seeing it through up till I would say October. And you also came in contact with that same information way out in Texas, and I had nothing to do with it. So can you tell the people what you came in contact with and what it's doing for you?
So I know, you have people in your life who where you can just drop stuff. And T Max has such a big mind. I know I can almost set anything in his lap and I'm not going to get no negativity, none of that. It's always all support. And I think he wanted me to jump on live one day, but I was trading. I was like, I'm sorry I couldn't get back with you because I was doing some things. And he was like, and then I started thinking, I was like, wait a minute. If you don't already, because I know this man he be doing things behind the scene. Y'all better watch him. Follow the money. He the money. Whatever, follow the money. And so I was like, so I took my message back. I was like, hey, if you and your wife are not already doing this, have you thought about day trading? Man, he called me. We just went from there. And we just, like he said, we was on the same thing. And we how many miles apart? Hadn't talked to each other, anything. I was just like, if this is something that I want everybody I know to have it. Like the worst you can do is gain. And if you don't want to gain, cool. But I'm on the gaining team. And so we back we
I
back
know
on our
that's
train.
right. For sure, for sure. So what Shawnee hit me up with was day trading using AI bot. And I had never day traded. I never traded. I never got into crypto. Actually, I was telling people that I missed my crypto era when it first came out. A guy named Stewart was hitting me up and getting me introduced to crypto. And I opted out when Bitcoin was like 9 cents. Bitcoin is now 90,000.
Sad face. Wow.
I swear to God, like people that know me will tell you, it kills me when I talk about it. But Stewart hit me up a long time ago. He's the first person before I heard it on the radio, TV, any type of commercial, social media. I'd never heard of cryptocurrency. And he hit me up, man, it's been years ago, whenever crypto first came out. And it was so foreign to me. Of course, I turned away and I'm like, nah, I'm good. And I was doing so many other things. But when he hit me up with it, I turned it down and I went on, and he bought a lot of it. I talked to him the other day, by the way, too, and he's doing just fine. He's doing just fine. He ain't worked since, put it that way.
Nice.
Yeah. And he travels to Africa. He travels to Africa every other month. He goes to Ghana. I know that's right. He goes to Ghana and all of that, and we'll be looking at going with him to Ghana in August. And him and Jason went over there, man. They took their good blessings from America, and they went over there and they start actually digging wells, authentic, official wells for them to have in their villages, so they don't have to walk miles with 2 buckets of water and a pole toting back water miles and miles apart, like that. So yeah, man, that is so Shawnee. Good. I appreciate that for sure. And we just got to get the people to understand that there's more ways to skin a cat than working a 9 to 5. But I appreciate that, Shawnee, and thank you for pulling up, man. We got Ronnie Woodham. What's up, man? In the building with us. Woodham, can you hear me? Okay. You must be trading too. You looking at it? Huh? Okay. All right. So he muted. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead on and get the show started. We're glad to have Shawnee back over here. But now, for the first order of business, Niche, you want to read off this first topic that I'm about to put up? I think
we can't hear.
You can't hear me? You can't hear me, Niche?
I can't hear. In the chat said they can't hear.
But you can't hear on YouTube? I can hear.
The only person
everybody else in here can hear me, right?
And if you look in the chat said there's technical difficulties.
Oh no, that ain't that's somebody that was trying to pull up to the show. So the show can hear. That person couldn't. They came in the chat, but they came in the live, but they had to fall out of the studio because they couldn't hear. But you can't hear me, Niche? I don't think Niche can hear me. Can somebody check and see can Niche hear y'all?
Can you hear me?
Niche can.
Tell
Can you
her to
hear me?
drop
I
out.
hear you. I don't hear no one else.
Who? Me or
I can hear you,
Can you hear
Can
but
you
I
hear
me?
can't
me?
hear no one else. I can't hear T Max. I couldn't hear Shawnee. And in
What?
the comments, someone said
Hey, Nia, just tell her
they
to
can't
drop out and
hear.
come back in, and tell her in the comments that was one of my friends who was trying to get into the studio, but they had technical difficulties. We good over here.
oh Z-Max saying drop out, come back in. That was one of his friends that was trying to get into the studio.
All right.
All right, too easy, y'all. Let's go ahead on the rock and roll, man. Here we go. This is how we're gonna do it. The first topic of tonight. Let's open up with this one. This is an easy one here. I just want to get y'all thoughts, man. We know that the ICE agents, they actually had a shooting with a protester. I see D frozen up there because he's in the bowling alley where the internet is probably bad. ICE agents, they had a shooting. They actually shot a protester.
Oh my God.
So let me ask y'all your opinions about that and see what you think. Have y'all heard of it? Is that something that you're aware of?
Not really. I had someone mention something briefly to me about some people in some church training folks to. I don't know if this is that same thing, but it was mentioned to me briefly this morning.
Okay. Ronnie, you up to speed with the protester being shot by ICE agents out in Minnesota?
You can hear me now, boss?
Yeah, I can hear you, brother.
All right. Yeah. Oh, wow. That's the topic tonight.
Nah, we got multiple
Um,
topics tonight. This is a soft
yeah.
landing.
So
We're gonna open up this one.
all right, my first thought on that was federal agent. My first thought was federal soldier. I mean, that's the only thing I could relate to. And we got what they call a Uniform Code of Military Justice that does not grant us absolutely me in any way, shape, or form. Not to mention the Geneva Commission, regardless of the combat zone that we're in, no matter what. We can't just pull up what suspected ISIS and rip them out of the car and detain them. And oh wait, we did do that shit, but that was in combat, and that's what confuses me the most, right there. Because I remember that shit in Afghanistan, but now here we are, fucking two fucking states over from where I'm at. You know, like it's happening right here in my own territory, and I'll close the damn circle. Because what the fuck are the monks walking for? Because we just got done talking about walking for peace, and I was like, fuck them, because what are they doing for me? And now, look, United States citizens getting shot in the fucking head for trying to escape what was undoubtedly a scary ass situation that she was in. I mean, can you imagine? I can imagine being surrounded by 8 guard personnel, 2 vehicles boxing me in, and somebody trying to rip my damn door open without a warrant, screaming at me, get the fuck out. Like, these people ain't used to that shit. You
All right,
talking
so
about
this is good. This is good, Ronnie, because just listening to you from a brother to a brother, I don't think you know the story as well as it's already been revealed, like actual camera footage. Because that, from what I see, and we're all about to witness it together, but that, from what I see, wasn't the case. And the story that is actually unfolded is that they were protesters. Like this, okay, so she was one of the protesters. And I'm gonna get D opinion whenever he come back. And Shawnee, if you are familiar with it, then you can chime in. Then I'm gonna go to Lady Cherie. But they were protesters, bro, and they was blocking. This one lady here was blocking the street and all that, which is cool. You know, people do a lot of crazy stuff protesting, right? But they was serving an actual warrant on the house, and they was going to do a raid, and she was blocking the street, which is impeding justice, right? That's getting in front of justice. They literally rolling up to a house to do a raid, just like if they was coming to kick in your door and they had all their little armored vehicles outside and all their people ready to bust down your door. You let me walk up or block the street where they can't get in and all that. There's going to be conflict. Okay. I'm not saying I agree one way or another just yet, because I'm gonna get my opinion at the end, but just watch the video and then we're gonna chime in with Lady Cherie and Nia after she watched the video since she's not up to speed. Let go. Here go the video right here.
Video has been released from the cell phone of the ICE agent who shot Renee Nicole Good in Minneapolis. Jonathan Ross's footage, which was obtained by Alpha News, offers a whole new perspective on the deadly encounter, revealing Renee's wife Rebecca antagonizing ICE agents just moments before Renee peeled off, clipping the agent, prompting him to open fire.
Go ahead. Out of the car. Get out of the car. Get out of the car. Whoa!
The new first-person clip comes as various angles of the incident have been analyzed by Americans around the country, dividing the nation as to whom to blame. Viral video filmed by a witness that spread across social media soon after the shooting captured Good's SUV idling across a residential street where ICE agents were conducting an immigration operation.
So for Ronnie, I'm gonna stop the video right there for a second, bro, and I'm gonna show you. So you see the two agents walking up, and then one is going to be directly in front of her car while the other one is trying to open the door, because she's already, the house that they right beside, that's the house that they was going to raid. So she's directly interfering with the police matter, right? Then one's going to get in front of her vehicle, the other one's going to try to open the door, and she peels off, she hits one, and one does what he does and lets off shots. So let's look at it.
Officer approached her door and ordered her out. She reversed briefly, then began to drive while turning to her right, prompting the agent, since identified as Ross, to jump out of the way and fire 3 shots into the windshield and then the window as it passed. Other surveillance video obtained by CNN also captured the moment leading up to Good's death, showing her plum-colored SUV pulling into frame and then letting out a passenger before making a turn perpendicular to the street, seemingly in an attempt to block traffic on the road where ICE had been operating. While protests have erupted across the nation, according to the Trump administration, there should be no question as to who is at fault. DHS Secretary Kristi Noem said the officer, a 10-year veteran of the agency, had acted in self-defense and was justified in opening fire, and that Good was part of a mob of agitators attempting to thwart ICE's efforts in enforcing President Trump's immigration crackdown. Vice President Vance firmly echoed that message in a press briefing on Thursday, January 8th.
The reason this woman is dead is because she tried to ram somebody with her car, and that guy acted in self-defense. That is why she lost her life, and that is the tragedy.
In any case, the shooting poured gasoline on the long, smoldering tensions between federal immigration agents and protesters who have fought back, at times violently, against the presence of agencies like ICE enforcing the law in their communities.
All right, we're going to open it up now that we've seen the video, that clip. Of course, we don't know what's before what we've seen, and we don't know what's after, so we're only going to use what was just on the screen. In your opinion, Ronnie, is there anything that you want to change, or are you going to stick to the script? It's cool if you do.
No, I've seen more angles than that over and over and over to try to develop an intelligent decision about my opinion in that regard. And the math ain't mathing to me on that side.
Okay.
And when I point out the fact that we got the Uniform Code of Military Justice, which I think it was 118 and 119 that covers murder and manslaughter, whether voluntary or involuntary, there's no due process with absolute immunity. That's my problem. My problem ain't that they're conducting operations and people are protesting the government to whatever extent that they're doing that, and then they're getting elevated regardless of their de-escalation training. They're not de-escalating at all. Not to mention, they are completely masked out, no identification. I mean, there's a reason why the Constitution was written the way that it was written. So, my first another thought was the British are coming. You got people out there talking about ICE is coming. Well, we're getting shot for it. It's they may not be uninformed. I'm not as informed as a lot of people are. All I know is that looks like Afghanistan to me, and that ain't supposed to be the case. There's no due process. Your judge, jury, and executioner all out there talking about self-defense without even giving a trial to prove that was self-defense. You just straight out the gate, he has absolute immunity. They can do whatever they want to. I beg to differ. And the United States Code and the Constitution and federal law would also beg to differ. That's they got free range to just do whatever operation, call it federal operation, and they have complete immunity because it's federal operation. Yeah, they still work for the people. It's we the people, of the people, by the people. Not we the government, of the government, by the government, governing people. That's not the way it was written. So that's my problem with it. They just complete absolute immunity. I don't think so.
All right. Niet, you want to give your thoughts after seeing the video?
I mean, after seeing the video, being honest, it's like bringing a stick to a gunfight. What was she planning on doing? You know what I mean? I know you have your voice to protest, but you slam pack in the middle with people who are trained for combat, trained to do a job. What did you think you was going to accomplish by doing that? And if you relate it to bringing back these monks now, when you see something going on in the world trying to promote peace, there is going to be some chaos behind it to test your belief of peace. So, like, being honest, man, if anybody else got a situation like that, do not go out there and mess with them people. Let them do whatever they're supposed to be doing. Let whatever happens supposed to be happening, because your job at the time was to get out here and vote, not just voting when preliminary elections going on, but voting from the commissioner and all that. You ain't doing that. You ain't showing up at the schoolhouse, but you showing up out there to protest. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go with that.
All right, Shawnee P, you want to chime in on it?
Yes, I'm gonna chime in and then I'm gonna drop down, guys. Man, yeah, okay, so y'all know I'm from St. Louis, so that kind of put me in the mind frame of Michael Brown. I'm like, man, it's just like you said, it looked like a war zone. Are we supposed to be seeing this? Like, we are a overdeveloped country. Why? Now, I also feel like that man probably did that because of what that woman looked like. I mean, if she was a what's that girl name who got good genes? Sydney Sweeney. He wouldn't have did that to that girl.
So you saying that because the lady was ugly?
I don't think she. I think it's because of she had a wife and all those things.
So now we don't move from.
I mean, because it's.
No, because I know you Shiny P. Like you text me,
yeah.
Like just opinionated as ever. So I know you can handle what I'm about to say. So we don't move from. We move the goalposts every time some shit happened, because if she was black, it'd have been because she was black. But now it's because she's.
I think he showed no mercy. I feel like he showed no mercy because of that. I don't feel like he did that. That's the reason why. But her shell. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm gonna tell you, and the reason why I say that because this lady. Huh? And I say this because, and I'm finna drop a very small nugget. It has nothing to do with it, but even that girl Brene, who has to pay out however $1 million to this man she took the husband. Y'all remember when that same thing happened to Fantasia? Fantasia didn't pay a damn dime. She had that man's baby, a married man's baby. And that woman tried to sue her. And I feel like, they feel like if she a big girl, she don't deserve the millions. And I do feel like people are punished sometimes according to what they look like.
Well,
so and that was her bad. That was her, and this time, your privilege didn't serve you well.
Oh, you talking about the white privilege?
Yeah.
Okay.
It definitely got to come.
And I'm gonna move on because I know you don't have long with us. We don't got you for long, so I'm gonna say it like this. I can see where you're coming from, but I'm just tired of the goalposts being moved because here go the lady
She
right
was
here, and
wrong.
then like
She was
like
wrong. She acted that way because of the way she looked, but she didn't win this time because of the way she looked, in my opinion. That's
I
it.
got you.
She, I'm a peace people, baby. Get out them people way. Don't be Captain Saving Hoe on my time. So
Yeah.
she's faithful.
Okay.
I
Okay.
don't feel sorry for her.
That's a new one. That's a new one there though, because how she looked, not like skin color, but
Presentations
because of
that
how
people
she
treat
looked.
you how you present to them. And if they have any type of bias, the way our president look at things and their break, come on.
But hold on, hold on,
Weigh
hold
the
on, hold on,
value
hold
of
on, hold
life.
on. The president don't have nothing to do with them.
I'm
Listen,
just
I'm talking
saying,
about.
like
Hold on,
it's
Shiny,
just
Shiny, hold on. The president directly don't have nothing to do with them
what
dudes
make
boots on the ground and their judgment at that moment. It ain't like they got a camera leading back to the White House where he's sitting in the Oval Office watching
but
and
what I'm
say,
saying is their leader. When your leader say anything goes, then anything goes. And if you have any type of bias and you feel that way, then you have the right to pull the trigger.
all right. So here's the deal, and I'm gonna get up off of it because I just want to be clear. So if we know, I'm gonna use an example. If we know that somebody got a backyard full of trained pit bulls, and they said, "Don't fuck with my pit bulls in the backyard because I ain't got no control of them. Anything goes." I'm just using that being lightly. Anything goes. They got free reign to do what they want to. If
Let some
you
animal
get
rights activists,
into
animals
their
love me.
huh?
And let some animal activists come by, but they love me. You dinner. she shouldn't.
You just
She
answered.
she
You just
shouldn't.
answered the question.
But that's what I'm saying. I did. You didn't
No,
hear
if
me.
the
You didn't hear
president,
me.
listen, if the
I'm not
president, if
defending.
the
I am not
president,
defending this woman. All I'm
hold on,
saying
Shawnee,
is,
Shawnee,
huh?
hold on. If the president says that there's pit bulls that got put out there in the damn street to do a job, don't get in their way and fuck with them and let them do their job, and they got all immunity. Say that again about the animal lover that run
Hey,
their.
did
Say that one more
you take
time
it
about the
into
animal lover
your
that run their
dinner?
ass in the backyard.
Your dinner. You're
Thank
cooked.
you. Thank you. Because when it's the other way around, we make all types of exceptions for our people when they done some shit that we say ain't justified to get two to the head. We make all types of shit. This motherfucker jumped,
I just
ran
like
from the
you out
law
the
with the
line.
car. Hold on, I ain't even talking about this lady. I'm talking about some of the shit that I seen us do and become murdered. Right?
But I'm gonna tell you, T. I don't know if you know, my son had a run in with the police. I'm gonna drop the video to you personally on the back end. And even in that moment, I I thought I was gonna go identify a body. What I heard, I thought I was going to identify the body. So the first thing I said to that cop was, "Thank you for using your cuffs and not your gun. Thank you, because I know how this could have went. I know."
All right. I'm glad you brought that part up.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I tell my boys and my girls all the time, I said, "Hey, I'm a different kind of mama. It's a certain thing. It's a few things I done laid down the law. You do these 3 things, love you, mama had you, motherfucker. Hey, I ain't with all that. You
Hey,
got to
Ronnie,
do
you
the
got
right
your phone
thing."
sitting up against something? It's echoing back. So you're going to have to like turn it sideways so the speaker ain't direct. There you go. So the speaker ain't up against something. There you go. All right, go ahead, Shawnee. I'm sorry.
You got to do the right thing. You violate somebody's child, they got a daddy and a mama somewhere. And I've seen what my mama do for me. You better Google her.
Okay.
So,
So quick question
hey,
about your son. Quick question about your son. The police to you, are they like pit bulls?
I mean, I feel like I feel like they're in some cases, because power can have you delusional. I feel like in some cases they are the wolf that dresses as the sheep. But if you know, when that sheep got that uniform on, it and you know how you look, then the odds are not with you. And we can talk all day, but until this happened, and he totally did nothing, in my opinion. Now you might have something, and we might be able to talk about this, but I have to run it by my lawyer, see if we can, do some
Yeah, no,
things.
we don't want to bring up personal stuff.
If we
But don't have to.
I mean, but it's a big learning lesson. I
Ask you
learned
a
something
question
that day.
again. I'm gonna ask you a question again. Because you looked all around to search for the answer up in the city.
I can't answer that question.
You don't. Okay. So before your son got into a run-in your mind, when it comes to a black person being encountered by the law, do you look at them like they pit bulls?
I feel, yeah, especially black people. But
I knew that's how we feel, because that's what most of us say. So if that's the case, would you tell your son, as the officer is trying to tell him to comply and step out the car, would you tell him to resist?
Absolutely not.
Okay. So
No.
therefore, we all can agree there's pit bulls that we see or believe. When I say that, people of power that have
I
guns.
feel like anything with teeth will bite.
And they have guns. And like Ronnie was saying about us that served in the United States Army or Marines, Air Force, Navy, Coast Guard, whatever. He was saying that we had to live by a code and the Geneva Convention and all this other stuff, that we couldn't go out and do certain things. And he's absolutely right. But there's a little bit different when it comes to law enforcement into this country. Just like Ronnie and I didn't deploy every day. We didn't deploy every day to a war zone. But cops put on uniforms, they go out to potential war zone every day.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not siding with one way or another. The only thing that I'm trying to pull out of this conversation is that we got to stop moving the goalposts, and we got to stop looking at it from an angle of what was it about the person that made the cop.
Oh, I told him what it was. As far as my kid go, and all this, even though the description didn't fit all that, I said, I'm gonna tell you what it was. I said, you walking around with your backwoods shirt on, with your drawers showing, got the weed. I said, that officer just knew that you had something. He just knew it. Why? Because of the way you present. You got to do better. I said, you ain't got to wear your business. Why people got to know that? You on foot.
Facts. I agree.
So, so we talk about all that. I don't just talk about, I was like, look, the number one thing is to come home with a beating heart. I said, and this still your journey. You a man.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna stand on business for you, and I'm gonna back you. Now that might take your life, baby. It might. That's why your oneness with the Creator is everything. Because I can't make decisions for you when I'm not there.
Facts.
I can't.
Gotcha.
All right, y'all. It's been real.
Listen, Shawty P, we so glad and happy that you came over here and fooled with us one more again. You are welcome back here anytime. So pull up, let me know, and we're gonna talk more about that trading. And I got some stuff to share with you with some youngsters.
All right, one, y'all.
All right, one. All right, y'all. That was Shawty P in the building, and Lady Cherie, Art Attack. After watching the video, what you got?
Play with fire, you get burned. There is a lot that's going on in the world right now. Why would you put yourself in a situation like that? Why are you interfering with law enforcement trying to do their job? So I think we have to stop making excuses for people and their bad behavior. Because had she listened and did what the cop told her to do, I don't think we'll be having this conversation.
All right. Hey, short and sweet and facts.
Yeah.
Nia already went. D still bowling. Ronnie, you got anything else you want to add? Or he dropped out real quick. All right, too easy. So, my opinion, I'll give it very briefly. I agree with law enforcement having to go through every measure possible, checks and balances possible, to not use deadly force. I agree with that 100%. I agree with anybody that's carrying a weapon to go through every check and balance they can not to use deadly force. watching the video, for the third time, this video right here, me one time editing, second watching it before I put it up here, and then watching it with y'all. For the third time, is something strikes me though. And I don't know if y'all caught it. I just caught it right then with y'all live. I had a whole different opinion until I just watched this video with y'all live. So my opinion before watching this video with you live, after watching it twice before, my opinion was like Lady Cherie and Niet and Shawnee kind of alluded to, but then she moved the goalpost. So my opinion before was play with fire, you get burned. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. All that. But then I just watched this video, and there was something in the video that I'm about to play, and y'all tell me, am I tripping or am I tripping? So originally, when we first see the video, and it's from the cop's phone, right? When she takes off in the car, it looks like she hit him, ran him over, and knocked him down. And he even say, ooh, 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 and the phone goes up in the air like he fell on his back. But he didn't. The same cop that put two to the head is the same one that was recording. I want y'all to watch this video. I'm gonna rewind it to just that part, and I want you to watch when she takes off in the car and he does what he does. The dude stepped aside. He never fell down on the ground. Let me see, can I get to it?
Rebecca antagonizing ICE agents just moments before Renee peeled off, clipping the agent, prompting him to open fire.
Okay. Out of the car. Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
All right, now right here, it's gonna look like she hit dude. And it sound and look like he fell on the ground. Oh!
Antagonizing ICE agents just moments before Renee peeled off, clipping the agent, prompting him to open fire.
Okay. Out of the car. Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
Oh! But now if y'all look, when this angle is given, that's not the case.
Filmed by a witness that spread across social media soon after the shooting, captured Good's SUV idling across a residential street where ICE agents were conducting an immigration operation. An officer approached her door and ordered her out. She reversed briefly, then began to drive while turning to her right, prompting the agent, since identified as Ross, to jump out of the way and fire 3 shots into the windshield and then the window as it passed. Other surveillance video obtained by CNN also.
All right. So, of course, she didn't run him over. She didn't hit him and all that. But there's one thing I want to say to you, Ronnie, when you're talking about being at war and us wearing the uniform and the things that we couldn't do with our weapon before we went through every checks and balance, right? How they say it? Molotov cocktail or whatever that shit is. Molotov cocktail. Yeah. You know what that is, right? What is it, Ronnie?
Yeah, a little handmade explosive based off alcohol and fire.
That's when a person puts gasoline or whatever into a jug or a glass, preferably a glass, so it could break when they throw it. And they put a rag in there and they light the rag and they throw that thing so when it hits and breaks, fire go everywhere, right?
And expands, yep.
Is that a weapon?
Yeah.
If I take my pit bull, that's vicious. Don't even have to be. The police just can think he is, and I send him out of the house on the cops that's trying to get in. Would they consider the pit bull to be a weapon?
Not necessarily. Just a threat, a living threat.
So
it could be taken down by non-lethal means. A weapon is
so
something
the dog
that could
be taken
used.
down by non-lethal means.
Right. Yeah, you could take a dog
like
down.
A billy club or a kick.
Yeah. Or if they're breaking in, I mean, depends on the situation. They could have shields. They could have tasers out.
They could have measures to not go lethal, right?
They could.
Okay. So
Absolutely.
if they shot your dog because you released it out there to him, it ain't like your dog just ran up on them by luck. You sent the dog to him.
I'm glad you asked that.
Would that be justified to you?
I'm glad you asked it that way.
Would they be justified to you?
To me, if I send my dog out there, I mean, I would expect that dog to either win or die. I mean, if it dies, it dies. Like that. If I send my dog out, like that's the first round, the first level of defense. You know,
That's the first round. That's the first round, right? So that's just like your first round that you letting off, but you just did it in a dog form. So could a car be? Do police look at people turning vehicles into weapons?
They do consider it that way. Yeah. Yeah. Only in that aspect, though. They don't consider it from their perspective.
Oh, when they do it.
Right. Only when it's done to them.
Okay, I'm a little confused when they do it. You talking about pit maneuvers and stuff like that?
No, there are several videos of them running people over, ICE agents, running people over to get them out of the way, which they don't consider that as a lethal way, and I mean they have hit them.
It's just like if your ass is weaving in front of an ambulance or police when they got the lights on trying to go somewhere. You probably gonna get ran off the road or hit.
Yeah. There's definitely a lot of variables there that is too much going on.
She should have got the hell out the way. She should have got out the car. She should have did everything that they wanted her to do, and she'd still be here today.
I appreciate that. In retrospect, though, from that angle, you tell me that those pit bulls in the back are dangerous. Don't go back there, and then you follow that with later on this evening, I'm gonna send them out there to eat your neighbors and your animals, and they're gonna take over the neighborhood. What am I gonna do then?
Say that one more time.
They also tell me that after they say they're dangerous, don't go back there, they'll eat you. They also say later on this evening, I'm gonna let them go so they can eat your neighbors, eat you, and take over the neighborhood. Just so you know. And they tell me that's coming. What am I gonna do then?
Yeah, I would expect you to do everything that you can to protect you and your family. But in the analogy that we used and you just used and flipped, which I get what you're trying to say, that's not the same thing. Having immunity out in the street, and when they say that, they're not saying, and then we take stuff and just take it to the 10th power. Like when he said that about immunity, man, he's not talking about they can go out and get, y'all know what the hell that man meant when he said it, but because we don't like who said it, we just it's whatever.
It ain't that, boss. That's a strong legal term to just be thrown out. And it's only found in certain situations inside the legal documents that this country is ran by. And that is the judges, the Supreme Court judges, the presidents, and certain other administrative adjudicative positions up there. There is no section in any of Constitution, Bill of Rights, statutes, codes, ain't nothing that says law enforcement have absolute immunity. It's labeled qualified immunity. And why
to get qualified, you can get endorsed from the POTUS, right?
After due process and proof is given
and what I said.
Solidified.
Can the POTUS can the police qualify you to have immunity?
Upon a pardon after the fact, yeah.
Oh, you said pardon.
After the fact, yeah.
Oh, he can't give you immunity before the fact.
That bullshit he said too about him having no restraints, that's bullshit too. His powers are just as limited as the judicial office, the executive office, and the administrative office. They're just as limited. His moral being the only limiter, that's some fucking dictatorship right there.
Yeah.
That's a gray area. That's all I'm saying. It's some murky water. And they go around asking for papers. And we got this real ID stamp, which looks a lot like the Jewish passports back in the day when they got stamped with that red J. I'm just saying, it's just, history they don't teach no more. That's all I'm saying. If you're gonna say he's got immunity, he got qualified immunity, and it appears that it is justified. But we have an investigation ongoing. That would have been fair to me as a U.S. citizen.
All right. So here's what I'm gonna do to move on. Here's what I'm gonna do. All right. I'm going to do it like this. Ladies and gentlemen, don't worry about what the president says. Don't worry about what the fuck ISIS do. You worry about how you teach yours in your household so they don't end up in a bad situation. Now, bad situation can be done to the person that's been taught well, of how to operate out in the public, especially when they encounter law enforcement. So I tell you like this, all this conspiracy theory and immunity and this, that means a hill of beans to me when I know that when the law enforcement agency or anybody is encountering you, you got one or two fucking choices. Stand down and get out their way and comply, or close your lip and ask for a lawyer. Other than that, you're bringing whatever the fuck come on you, you're bringing it on yourself. That's called holding court in the streets, and we know how that ends. Look, all right, K-ass inside the courtroom and think you're gonna win against the judge. He telling you to shut the hell up and sit down, and you doing whatever the fuck you want to do, blocking the benches so nobody can get by and all that. See where that gets you. So if you can't do it inside the courtroom, where more than likely there's cameras rolling, how the hell you think you're gonna do it out in the street when we hope somebody record it? It's just the dumbest motherfuckers I see that do stuff out in the street that think that they're gonna be above the law or get a pass. You don't get a pass in cases like that you've been forewarned that they got quote unquote immunity. You don't get a pass when you see everything that's going on around you in this country that's coming about under the current administration. You don't get a pass. You get an obituary.
Well, I ain't said that yet.
I'm waiting on you, man. I thought you was up there striking out.
I mean, I am doing my thing, but however, needless to say, one thing that stood out so beautifully is the fact we kept mentioning dogs and training. And it's safe for me to say, knowing people who are in law enforcement and other positions of such authority, but knowing that there's another authority before them. In some cases, the way they act is of a manner of a trained dog. You know, not to take away from anybody that has a job to do, but just still, you miss out on the human element still when you don't think about certain things. Could that have been resolved in another way? Absolutely. You know, maybe they don't have all the tools. Who knows what exactly is going on in that? But the biggest thing that stands out for me is when they're going to go do these roundups, the thing that bothers me the most is, what the fuck are these people doing for such urgency for you to go get them? If they're just being, well, hey, there's other ways to go about it. Motherfucker, you need to join our military. You need to go ahead and go through these classes. You don't have to go in there and tap them over the head. I get the whole thing. But the situation is this. If we don't have a motherfucking office that will go around pissing off people around the world, you wouldn't be worrying about who's in your backyard. That's all I got to say about it.
Nice, the awesome one. Man, let me give you some claps, then I'm going to give you some criticism. Okay, my dog. These people ain't came in this country in the last 2 years. These people didn't come into this country by the boatload underneath the current administration. It's been proven fact that the floodgates was open from 2020 to 2024. Floodgates. Welcome them in. Matter of fact, giving them resources to be able to operate over here. Y'all ain't pissed off about that. You're pissed off about everything else when they try to take your SNAP benefits and all that other shit. You're pissed off about that. But what if your SNAP benefits were going to somebody that don't even, like Ronnie say, qualify? Here's another thing. When it comes to him pissing off people around the world, I get it. But carry your ass to Venezuela or carry your ass to Russia, China, other places where there's dictatorship, like Ronnie said, and see how long. First of all, as soon as you enter their country, you're watched from the time you enter their damn country to the time you leave. All right? Ronnie know that. He know. That's why they got embassies and all that other shit, right? So, carry your ass over there, plant your flag, dub yourself a Russian citizen. See what Putin do to you. China Charleston White. I'm gonna say this, then I'm gonna move to the next topic. Charleston White made a great point. Great point. And he said some crazy shit, but he made a great point. Here's the point he made. He said every other country, major power or figurehead around this world, in all the powerful countries, not these other little ones here and there, but the big seven, I would say. Everybody else's president or prime minister or whoever, they real killers. They really has themselves killed and peeled off people. Not just calling the order and having it done. They literally have done it themselves. In this country, name me the one that you've seen in your lifetime that's been a real killer. I'm talking about by their own hands.
How are we gonna know that?
Through documentation. That's the same way that we
No.
Hold on.
Not everything gonna be public documentation.
Craziest shit I ever seen in my life. I'm not talking about some hypothetical that we don't know because it's not been documented. I'm not talking about that. That's like talking about how do you know? Some people get asked, have you ever been cheated on? They go, nope. Well, how the fuck would you know? I get where you're going,
right?
But the premise of it is our presidents are the only ones that ain't on that level. When I say that, I'm talking from their level to say they ain't like them boys. So if you think it's bad here, and everybody want to talk about moving out this country because they spoiled as hell, K-ass. I'm gonna say it again, K-ass. Y'all like how I said that? Go ahead. Pack up your shit and move to Russia, China.
Yeah, you don't see a bunch of people leaving America. You don't see that.
I see a bunch of people talking shit, but they ain't going.
But we still want to keep it America though. Like, don't get me wrong. I ain't trying to go nowhere. But
changing.
Yeah, I ain't trying to go nowhere. I ain't trying to leave America. It's great. It's the concept it was built on. It don't matter. That's why it's a living document. That's why the Constitution was made the way it was made. It's a living document. It was written to be adaptable to the future times. I mean, the wisdom behind it is it's crazy. But that's why it's working for 250 years. Why change it? The very core fundamentals of it. We shouldn't do that. Yes, adapt to the environment, what's going on in technology and all that, with emissions.
When the Constitution was it written for citizens?
Fuck no.
It was written for independence.
Independence.
No, it was written for the motherfuckers that was in the room. Let's keep that above.
We the people, by the people, of the
we are
people.
not the people, by the people, or for the people. It was written for the motherfuckers.
It don't matter. You established that, brother.
I'm telling you by document. We the people, by the people, for the people. If the motherfuckers that was locked in that 4-block room, that was it. If your name didn't go on that signature, your family tree ain't tied to that bitch. It ain't got nothing to do with you. The only amendment that really matters for you is the right to bear arms. Everything else is fuck you, bitch. You want to speak? Watch me shoot you. The only thing you got right is the right to bear arms in your home. So that's it. So I'm gonna be honest with you. He's a real bro. You said a lot of solid shit, but the thing about it is, where I'm going at it is, when we have documentation of citizens who but been here, they haven't been asinine, they haven't been territorial, they haven't been domestic, they haven't been a nuisance, they haven't been a problem. Those folks have options that we should present to them because they've been here long enough and probably made some friends, right?
I agree.
We don't know what the enemy we may be waking up thinking we're doing something that we're not. See, we got all these psychological advances and shit. We're not using them the right way. That's my only problem with America on a lot of shit. It's like we have all these tools.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Bro, if somebody came here, right? If El Chapo came here, like he did back in 2015 when Trump was talking all that shit to him on Twitter, and boy, got a Twitter account. And once homie said, listen, I'll see you this weekend. Trump got his ass off Twitter. He unplugged that bitch, signed out, and fucking old boy snitched on his ass. Sean Penn snitched on him. If it wasn't for Sean Penn, we don't know what we have with the Trump to talk about. Just being straight up. But the thing about it is, that's the type of motherfuckers you really got to look out for. So you don't have that going on if you live.
He break it up real bad, D, and freezing.
Maybe they chopping bitches' heads off and they sleep for you.
Yeah, I think when you
Like
step out
we
to
got
the
something for
board,
you. It's called citizenship. Yeah,
That's
like,
crazy,
we
yo.
got
Because I
something for
was
you. It's called
just telling my
citizenship.
brother earlier that instead of banging on, like everybody was wrong, and I mean the whole situation escalated to a point that was just irreversible for so many reasons. That's why I say there's a lot of variables that shouldn't have happened. Her being in the middle of that fucking street, absolutely. Like, chill the fuck out, stand outside just like everybody else, and vocalize your opinion. Right, got it. And that being said, it's just I told him, I said, instead of banging on doors, why don't they just pull up with fucking welcome packets? Like, if you know they there, if you got a fucking warrant for this house because you know this person's here and they've been here 8.5 years working for this construction company, and better yet, you just go catch them on the job, you know they there. Why not, instead of pulling them out of the damn vehicle, putting everybody's lives at risk with this federal operation that's got such, I love the way he said it, urgency. It's got such fucking urgency out of nowhere, and just be like, look, you're undocumented. We know it. Have a seat. Let's get you squared away. Let's find out why you can't be a
okay.
citizen.
I
And if
got
not,
three. I know three. I know three motherfuckers. They citizens though. I know three people personally that right here in this city where I'm at that do not have a home. They hard workers, like you talking about. They done been working out there for years. They hard workers, everything. What's your address, dog? They'll move to your city and work as long as you house them.
what?
What? No, type in your damn address, and they need to be up in your crib with your
Hey.
hold on, with your family, your wife and kids and everything, and you don't know them from a hole in the ground. And guess what? It's proven, documented facts that they have not just a record, a criminal record. I want to send them where you at, so they can have shelter. No.
I mean, if we know, if those are knowledgeable
know.
facts,
you don't know.
But if you know you got a record, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm saying vet these people. I'm not saying just give them a package, send them on the
show up
way.
with a welcome package.
Yeah, show up in a matter of speaking.
I'm gonna show up. No, what he doing is showing up with a welcome van to take your ass back to the border and get you out of here. And then if you want to come in, we got a welcome packet.
And in our reality, I really think it boils down to who. I think it boils down. We talk about people at that round table, right? Who are they attacking at their round table? Who are the people here working for? Because when they came over here, they had to have somebody in the loop to get to work, to collaborate with. So whoever's at the round table, I mean, if you watch Mafias or whatever, when you want to take somebody out, you take out their structure. You take out how they're making their money. So I don't know much about politics. I try to stay away from that. But at the same time, this is a chess game and some pieces being moved and folks don't know who next. Because it's like, how y'all coming up with this list? You're like, all right, so we're going to go over here to so-and-so. You know, so the list had to come from somebody or something from the get-go. But that ain't me yet talking about this.
Put him in the army ain't a bad idea. Mr. Altrigue, you ever heard of the Medal of Honor recipient Herrera, Sergeant Herrera?
I knew a Sergeant Herrera in the army, but I don't know the one you talking about.
He is the one and only to receive the Medal of Honor as an undocumented citizen, a non-citizen, undocumented. Before he got his citizenship, he received the Medal of Honor.
Okay. Did they know he was a non-citizen when they gave it to him?
Yep.
Okay.
No, I take it like when they went to present him, not when he joined. When they went to present him the Medal of Honor, they said, "Oh wait, you're not a citizen, then you can't have it." At first, they told him he couldn't have it, but then after, I mean, the dude literally took on an ambush by himself. You know, of like 8 Germans or some shit, 8, 9, 10 Germans, some crazy shit, all by himself. So like they wound up deciding to give it to him. He got that, and then he went and got the Mexican Medal of Honor equivalent, both before he became a U.S. citizen. So I get it. Yeah, you okay, big variable. He got a record. You don't know him, but you really don't know anybody.
I see what happened here though, because we talk about the situation with the lady that got killed in the streets and it went political. Because in this country, just like I said again, this is the only damn country where you can speak freely on live air about your current administration and president and all that shit and feel safe to do so. And that's a right that we supposed to have to do. So, like I said again, can you become the president of the United States without a citizenship?
No.
So how the hell do we think that we could just have any damn body come in without proper paperwork? You do know without proper paperwork, the same shit that we complain about and say the Illuminati of this country gave us a tag, which is our social security number, so they'll be able to keep up with us everywhere we go. That's the same damn reason why we need documentation on people outside of this country, so we better keep up with them wherever they go. Don't you understand? I live right off 95, and I tell my people that live here all the time, listen, you better be cognizant that you live right off 95, because the same people that you talking about that we should give a welcome packet to, they're doing stuff right off the interstate, so it's free reign to jump in and out of 95 and be ghosts forever. So with all the human trafficking and all the shit that's going on with kids being taken and all that, it's not all undocumented immigrants or whatever the fuck you want to call them, but there's a large amount of them because they're not being able to be traced. They have phones that ain't in their damn names and all that, so when it ping off of a tower, you don't know who the fuck you looking for.
Nah, they documented some kind of way. You can't come over here and not be documented. It's just not documented in the way that they want them to be documented.
Man.
Yeah, because look, remember you talk about cameras, remember we get the tolls, you got your capture your license plate, you got the satellites and all that. We got all this type of stuff, AI technology. You trying to tell me all this technology we got? You got people, oh, I don't know who that is. Oh, I don't know who that is. No, people being tracked, just acting like they're not being tracked. What? What?
You serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
All right, P, another United States soldier.
Can I go?
Yes, I'm gonna let you go because of what she just said. I want you to go speak on her point before you start talking on the isolation part.
Huh?
She said there's people that
how y'all doing?
Hello, how are you?
Go ahead, Pete.
I'm really sick of these Texans don't win tonight, but whatever. That's another story. There's so many undocumented people in the United States. It's crazy. And I will only say this because I know for sure, 100%. And that's all I'm gonna say. But I can't argue your case. I can't give you an objective opinion because I can't. There's certain information I can't disclose. But I will honestly say 100%. There are lots of undocumented people, and it is heavy. Along with that, I can say this. There was a part of the government where they had because there was a issue with, and it's crazy that they're saying this, but there weren't enough people in the United States to do work. So they were busting them in and putting them into the country, and they were undocumented, and they were making them go through the process of trying to gain their green cards and being an American citizen. They were bringing them in by the boatloads. And then the really bad thing was everybody think it's just Mexicans. No, it is Asians. It is Africans. It is all kind of people.
Now they're knocking on these people's door then.
There's Iraqis, Afghanistans.
That's what I'm saying. Like, man, they documented some type of way. Yeah, you know they're here. Don't sit up here and be like, you don't, man. This
Niet. I done been in the dealership.
They know they're here, but they're not.
And they come to try to get a car.
Mm-hmm.
And they have fake documentation.
This is the real crazy part.
They have fake
even when they get into the system, right?
They have fake pay stubs, fake social security card.
Exactly. Somebody, they're working with somebody, so somebody has to document them.
That ain't document for fake shit.
Hey,
Exactly. So somebody working with them.
John Doe.
That's my whole point is they're documented. They're not just showing up. They got a roof over their head. They got cars. They got money. They got cards. They
That
got
comes
jobs.
from
all
the
this
help.
type of stuff.
That comes from the help of their people that's documented.
Exactly. And who they getting it from? Somebody that's here that's giving it to them access. They don't just get access randomly. No, somebody grants them access. So they're being documented. They just not documented with the proper social security card, birth certificate. No, they probably
Don't you understand what you just said right there, ma'am? Don't you understand what you just said right there is not being documented? Like that's not an example of being documented.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Getting help from someone else and getting fake security card, social security card. That's not an example of being documented.
Okay, so
you still aren't documented with fake documents.
But the point is, I'm saying that someone is giving them access even with fake documents.
The same way that someone is giving cousin Pookie and Ray Ray housing and all this shit you want to run from the law, and we got the no snitching rule and all the other shit. That's why we're trying to people still here. So when she talking about that, that look like a war zone out there, and Chicago look like a war zone.
Yeah,
New York in certain places like a war zone.
And they working with people.
I would say this also. California has the biggest when it in the farming fields, they got a bunch of people that's undocumented that work in the fields because everybody won't go and take them jobs. So what they do is they pay them significantly low, and they the ones that go work in the fields, like pick all the fruits and like that's a real thing. I mean, I was uneducated on it also. Not saying that, you're ignorant to the fact, but I was uneducated to one of the guys I worked with broke it down to me. He was like, bro, he said, who you think working them jobs? I'm like, us. And he was like, no, bro. He said they pay these people pennies. It's almost nothing because when you get 5 or 6 of them living in a house and so this is the crazy thing about America, right? America's its own problem. They could be undocumented, right? That joke will go get his boo-boo pregnant, take it to the hospital. They automatically get a U.S. citizen because they were birthed in the country. So what they do is go use the child to get the house, to get the apartment, to get all of the living expenses, like everything down to the T. They get them to get all the the phones and whatever. It be an adult and the kid's name, and then when it comes down to even this too, because I was dating a girl when I was like 20, probably like 19, 20, can't remember, but she told me she was Peruvian. She was using somebody else's social security and she was working at 12. This is like a grown woman, and she was like, I've been working for like 6 years. I was like, I'm doing the math. I'm like, God damn, 6 years. I was like, you were like 13. And she was like, yeah, I've been working ever since I've been in the United States, but I was, using somebody else's social security number. I was like, what the fuck? I didn't even think it was a thing. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, P, you know what most of them are, and I don't mean to cut you off, I'll let you go. Most of them in the hotels take care of your bed linen whenever you
absolutely, because people don't want to do them jobs. Right. And it's crazy because, America, we're big on, hey, get a career, do this, do that, look for better opportunities. So we frown upon them jobs. I'm not gonna lie to you. If somebody tell me go make their bed, the first thing I'm asking, like, how much? That's the first thing, because my labor, my skill set is so crazy now, and it's 1,000 me's out there. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm like, all right, I'm competing with my class of people. You know what I'm saying? So my class of people ain't making nobody bed. You know what I'm saying? I do that in my own house. So why I want to go do that as a job? You know what I'm saying? On profession. So yeah, it's that type of stuff that we're so ignorant to, because and it's other stuff that that people that I work with, they say things and I'm like, man, you so removed from this issue. And then I fall back and I'm the same person when it comes down to another issue that I'm just like, oh my God, I would never do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I would never eat food off the ground and I'm hungry. I'm like, oh no, I was starved. Whatever. These motherfuckers eating food off the ground.
Yeah.
So it's giving, when you put in those situations where, like I feel fortunate every day, right? Even though this country is We had a magnitude of problems. God, we got so many problems. But it ain't remotely closer with these other jokers. They getting up and don't even know where their meals coming from. And they got kids. You know what I'm saying? So, and I've been in them situations. I'm like, bro, like I was in Iraq. This dude had a math. This was like 2005, 5. This dude had a master's in engineering, a computer engineering. I'm telling you, in every direction I looked, I was like, "There's no building. What school did you go to, bro? Like, like how is this possible? You're too intelligent." Like the dude's stuff that we was trying to learn on the fly, that dude already knew. He knew how to build networks, everything out the blue. He know how to run fiber optic cable. I was like, "Where are you learning shit? It's no fucking school out here." So he was like, "Well, I'll do anything for work because," and then he was like, "I give you $10,000 if you hook me up with your sister." I'm like, "What?" And I was like, man. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, I got 4 sisters. That's 40 grand. I'm like, bro, I can't meet your price. Could you meet my price?
Yeah.
12,000. 12,000.
So look, to the topic, and I know, some of us got some disdain for the administration. Okay, no problem, Niat. I feel you. Y'all, Niat got to peel out. All right,
oh
Niat.
man, God, that's my buddy.
Yeah.
That's all right. We got lady.
Right. So let's do it like this.
I got somebody else side attack.
Hold on, you crazy.
Nah, I'll just mess with you.
All right, here you go. So with the next topic that we're gonna introduce, we'll get off because y'all. Okay, they dropping like flies, boy. You start talking about administration. Here they go, Ronnie coming back. Yeah, and there go P. All right, y'all back. I don't know what the fuck just happened right there. Like both of y'all left at the same time. All right, cool. So look, let's peep it like this. Switching topics, man. Fetty Wap just came home, released from jail, but he was released to chaos. And I'm gonna show you and tell you why he was released to chaos. Everybody was happy except for one person. And who do y'all think it was? Before I play the video, everybody was happy for Fetty Wap to come home. Who?
Baby mama.
Good.
I like that piece right there, right?
Hello, this is the everyday look.
This man is happy to get back to life, He's just happy to be back outside again, back in the free world, Now, everybody was happy that he got released, except his baby mother. This is what she had to say about him coming home. First day out and still a bitch-ass nigga. Go back. I mean, sheesh. The man just got out. Can he breathe? Can he relax? That's what I'm saying. When a bird sets out to destroy you, bro. Now, she was happy. She was quiet about Fetty Wap when he was in prison, right? Because, he's down, he's in prison. But as soon as he came home and she peeped how much love he's receiving, listen to her, bro. She goes, how you get out and be an immediate disappointment? I hate believing in a nigga that I know I shouldn't believe in, and he proved me the fuck right. Prove me wrong for once. Damn. Shit is sad, bro. Imagine having to deal with a baby mother like this. I'm pretty sure he probably want to see his baby, but this is the woman that he got to deal with to see his loved one.
D Awesome, man, you must be a psychic.
Listen, man, I already knew what it was. Anytime it's something to do, and it got nothing to do with their personal relationship. It got everything to do with the fact that that man was down. When he was down, you didn't know the interactions that he was having with certain people who was holding him down. So only thing you knew about was little finances that was coming your way. Now that he's out, Hot 97, Breakfast Club, 50 been bigging him up. Oh, before this steam train gets a rolling off and I don't get none of that bread, let me go ahead and pull out my hater clothes and make sure they are starched to the T's around this bitch. Because now I know I'm not going to get none of that. That life that I thought I was going to get, I didn't get. Maybe he was wrong at some point in time. But baby, it's over. Let it go. Let it go.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Kevin Samuel said it best, man. The word sign, SIGN, shame, insult, guilt, and the need to be right. As soon as they see you doing good or in a predicament to where others are loving you and liking it. Yo, what up, Skittles? Skittles say, hey, y'all. Skittles was here with us last week. As soon as they see him doing good, the first thing they got to do is what she did in there. She tried to shame his name to make other people side on her side and say he's this and he's that, or did whatever she was trying to say. And then after she said that, the next thing was to insult him from whatever she's saying he did since he's been out. Prove me wrong for once. Stop playing with people and try to put people in a box to make them fit your narrative. Whatever it is, I'm sure he had no contact with her outside of his kid since he's been incarcerated or been out. So what has he done to you so bad in the 3 years he was locked down or the 3 days he been out, right? That you had to go public with. Matter of fact, I'm sick of these motherfuckers that's married to these folks getting recognition, because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't know who the hell she is. Basketball wives and all this other shit, you can get a whole name off of a motherfucker. And then all of a sudden, everybody want to know what you got to say on Twitter. She probably had 3 views in the 3 years that he's been in. But because he back relevant, she back relevant. Get the
Hey, I'll say this, man. She been like that for a while. We just got to be better. Like you know, certain things you're gonna experience in life. You just gotta be better at picking your people. Some people, you know, sometimes you get the hard experience, and you find out that the person wasn't for you, right? But those who are fortunate to not be in that situation, we just got to be better at picking our people. You know what I'm saying? So, because at the end of the day, if she was really healthy, it like for somebody to be gone that long, it's no reason why you should have a burn in your heart. It has nothing to do with him. It has some previous trauma. Don't know where it's at. Could have been childhood, could have been abuse, could have been rape, could have been whatever, the magnitude of things. It's nothing that man could have did in that short period of time when they've been dealing with each other that made her that angry later. Now, there could be some things that triggered it, but it's you can't be you can't say I was this happy person, and then when this person came along in a short period of time and they just totally diminished me, and I'm just tore down. That person, you just gotta be better at picking your people, man. Because I mean, even if their relationship didn't work, she should be happy that the child's father is there to be there and like physically be there and to provide for your kid. You know what I'm saying? So that's enough. That should be enough for you to be happy for that person. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. That's what I was saying. Like that's the other parent to your kid that you're supposed to love.
Absolutely.
But with all that type of hate right there, bro, I wouldn't be surprised if she ain't taking it out on the kid too.
Oh yeah, I mean, so if it like, and it goes back and forth. If you're willing to do that in front of your kid and social media and all that, I'm sure.
See, you said the right thing. You said the main thing. Motherfucker out. You know what? You should be ecstatic. Because now you can drop Junior ass off his daddy on the weekends when you want to go get your freak on.
Absolutely.
So you should be you should be the number one cheerleader.
Like, I get a break.
You can still talk your shit. You can still talk your shit, but drop the kid off and move on.
Yeah. And so I'll say this too, man. Like, and I hate to put it like this, bro, everybody can't be pleased, bro. And you'll think it'll be like I even got a situation right now that it should, like, I have gave this person everything. I'm talking about bro, if I go in the laundry list of stuff I gave off, you'd be like, ain't no way that he should be mad. I have gave him everything, bro. Made him, matter of fact, made him and his wife a millionaire. And them joker still ain't satisfied, bro. So like they have some internal stuff that they got to deal with, they get over so that they can grow and be prosperous people. And if they don't, I say this to the team, they get what they deserve, whether it be good or bad. They get what they deserve.
That's a fact, Lady Cherie.
I think that we're assuming. We don't know the facts. All we have is the message that she put out there. We don't know what occurred. We don't know what he promised, what he said, because it was like she proved him wrong. Why you put defense up there?
Hey,
wait a minute. No, hey, wait a minute.
Hey, I'm about to release my pit bull on you, Ronnie. Watch my pit bull. I told her,
no, listen.
Hey, D, you need a hat with multiple brims around the drink. You gotta spin the joke.
Oh man.
No,
Go ahead.
You guys, no. Y'all just looking at what she said. We don't know what occurred before then. We don't know. It sounds like he may have promised her something. You don't know if she was holding him down. You don't know what communication they had. Now, now I would say, her putting it out there was wrong, right? But we don't know what occurred in that situation.
Wait a fucking minute. But you say you would say.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Her putting it out there, like I agree to that's wrong. Like,
how about her even having the energy?
Yeah.
Oh, it's negative. Obviously, yeah. I mean, she's mad. Like, yeah, she's upset about whatever, and I don't think it's something that should have been discussed on social media. But I'm just saying, it sounds like it's more to what we're just discussing than what you guys are saying. You don't know.
Like the gentleman in the video, and I'm gonna let Ronnie go and P tap back in. The gentleman said in the video, this is the lady that he got to go over and see his kid through. If you think she's doing this shit on social media, this thing got to have ice to go with him over to visit his kid.
I agree. Oh, she's going to give him a hard time. I mean, I agree. If she put this out there, she's going to give him a hard time.
Oh,
she's going to use it against him. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Ronnie Woodham, hey, man, look like you may have something to say on this. You like you don't have no personal experience with a disgruntled baby mama, do you?
What? That was a rhetorical question.
My man.
So I found great wisdom in some of the words of the Bible that said that it is better to live on the corner of the house than with a nagging wife, for sure. So I feel for the man, because you got a child in there, and that's just like so important. But the thing that my issue is with the fact that you can have quarrels with each other without disturbing the growth of the child is you just not trying that. Like that's just, to me, like you just out the gate. Like you putting the world on blast. Like I am not cool with the baby daddy at all. Like this is just, I'm hands down, I'm scrapping. He's a piece of shit. Like damn. Like that shit ain't never coming down. In 18 years, they gonna be able to research that and see you talking shit like that about your father. Like, come on, like for real. We keep, have pillow talk. Keep it that way. If you want to bitch at him on the air, when he show up to the door, okay, have your little bitch moment at the door, but go get the child after that. Shut the fuck up and let the child grow up with the father. Like support that, I got a big problem with not supporting fatherhood, because I got a piece of it. Like I can relate to this, for real. You bitch about fathers not being present for generations, and when father want to be present, all you want to do is bitch about the father and how what type of person he is, instead of just encouraging that relationship and go and do your own fucking thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like you ain't got to be with him for real, for real. I told my ex that plenty of times. Like I don't give a shit who you fucking, when, where, how, or whatever. Like don't even fucking if it ain't doing with Dominic, I don't want to fucking hear shit. I want nothing to do with you. I don't give a fuck. Do whatever. But when you can't compromise, because
But
I
see,
want to take I want to take my
that's the right wrong thing.
what you
That's the
mean?
right wrong thing. You're telling the truth, right? You're saying, I just want to take care of my child. You know what you just said? That she heard? Fuck me. What you mean? Fuck
Yeah.
me?
Well, I meant that sincerely though. I
Hey,
meant that
that's good right
sincerely.
there, D. Hey, that's good right there. Go ahead.
I mean, the truth is quickest. It hurts, but it's always quickest. So I don't want shit to do with you if it ain't got to do with Dominic. But why you can't compromise when I want to take my oldest son to fucking Legoland for the first time in his entire life, which he's always been wanting to go, just to switch weekends? Like that's a fight to switch weekends. When I'm talking about a free fucking trip to Legoland, 3-day pass and shit, and you like now you cutting your own son shit off at this point out of spite for me. And all I want to know is, can I come pick him the fuck up? That's all I want to know. But it took 30 minutes and an act of Congress just to get approval to go pick up my son and take him to fucking Legoland.
So I got a question. So matter of fact, I'm gonna look at it from a different angle, right? So if I'm not mistaken, Tariq is on. So I'm gonna just ask y'all because y'all may know.
No, I'm here.
So you said she was on Housewives of Atlanta or something or whatever that was.
Oh no. You talking about no, I was using an example that nobody knows who the fuck she is without Fetty Wap.
Okay.
And then I made an example out of like basketball wives and all that shit.
Okay. So look at it from this angle. She might look at that because nobody knows Fetty Wap mom, right? I mean a wife. She might look at it like how I was telling y'all about Ray J. Ray J looked at, he was like, hey, nobody's blowing up. I mean, I'm not blowing up because I done fed all these people, but I'm blowing up because I have so much controversy. So let's look at it from this angle. She looking at it as, oh, Fetty Wap is at the top of the news, and this is an opportunity to make me relevant. So let me just ride the wave, drag them. Everybody's gonna focus on me. Now I can do whatever I want.
She gonna get interviews. She gonna look, if the Breakfast Club just interviewed him, they're gonna double right back around in the next 2 months and interview her. And the rest of these Tasha K's and all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? So you're absolutely right. That's what I was thinking from the beginning, P. Like he's back relevant, which makes her back relevant. Yep. When he was in, like D made a good point. When he was down for the 3 years, or whoever said it on the panel, when he was down for the 3 years in prison, what could she say? She ain't got nothing to text or type because ain't nobody gonna give a shit. He's off the radar. So your text, your tweet wouldn't even got no views, like no responses. Because who cares about what you and Fetty Wap is arguing about when we don't even see him? But now that people and D said it best, man. Now that he's being loved by these folks, got a whole hallway full of. This was at the record label where he was walking down the hallway, about to go and sit at the round table with them good folks that got all the record money. And now she's seeing his 3 years didn't kill him. His 3 years didn't kill his career. His 3 years probably gonna make more returning than he did when right before he went in, because he probably was at the end of his rap career, and this 3 years set down boosted him back up to get him back relevant. So that was the only way that she could even be relevant, is because he got released. And it's sad that she's using the negative side when she could have turned over a new leaf while he was in there, and now she would have been more relevant because they were going through the same hell right before he went in. So she would have been more relevant if the world, because I don't keep up with Fetty Wap and his baby mom and all that, but some people do, his real fans. His real fans would have known that he had a disgruntled baby mama before he went in. And then if she'd have turned a new leaf and been one of them damn folks standing in that hallway, clapping and hugging on him, going in there, asking his new girlfriend or his current girlfriend, because that was his current girlfriend that was at the table, says go time, right? Going in there, asking her, like, can I help? Like, what is I could do? Because you still got some ties to this nigga for life, not just for 18, for life.
They don't
so
see
like, why are you not in there really holding up your baby father, your child's father, when that would have got you more recognition? What you want to say, Pete?
Right. Some people don't even see the play like that. Like men and women don't see the play like that. They don't. And where we as a people, where we fall short is we always looking at what we can see, like what's in our vision. We're not looking down the road like, hey, this is a power play, and let me not drag him because I could talk to him. I could take him to court and get 2, but I could drag him and get and let's say like how these women be doing, like, for instance, what's the basketball player? Anthony, what was it? Ant-Man, right? Ant-Man.
Yeah, I know you're talking about Ant-Man. Yeah.
Baby mama takes him to court. You can tell she made it. She was running the play on him. She takes him to court. He got to give her a meal. He got paid what child support over the years is going to end up like $1 million. He pays the shit off. Now we know Ant is going to get big contracts, right? She could have talked to him like, "Hey, look, man, we already know what the deal is, man. Let's just kick me 50. Kick me 50. I won't even drag you. I won't take you to the news, blah, 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 blah.
Plus royalties.
Break me off. And in 5 years, I had $5 million. But no, you want to drag him in the news and he a bad baby daddy. He tricked me, blah, 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 blah. We gotta start looking at the plays. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, the domestic the mental plays domestically, coming to the table and negotiating and making it better for not only your kid, but for yourself by just having a conversation.
Yeah. But you know what? Can I say something? So one of the problems that we have is because negativity sells, right?
Oh, absolutely.
So the
absolutely.
drama. So that's why, because all of that sells, that's what brings attention. If they sit back in the shadow, they're not going to be recognized. Nobody's going to know who they are. So it's the negativity and the drama. That's what sells.
Yeah.
So that's what people are doing.
May I ask your age?
I'm in my mid-40s.
Mid-40s, okay. So, yeah, there's a generation of the new generation where the likes and the clicks are the top priority now. You know what I'm saying? So I guess somewhere around our generation and a little bit lower, that don't matter to us, right? We kind of like, even though my children's mom went through a spell, but I don't deal with half that because I killed the beast with no communication, right? Like, we ain't gotta talk if you want to drag me, no problem. Hey, man, yeah, I'm bad. Okay, I'll clap for you. Okay, all right, I'm a bad person. Cool, whatever. But the same amount of people that don't like me, that shit is multiplied times 10 because it's people that enjoy my energy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's no way that I'm gonna allow somebody that I don't sleep with at night steer the narrative. You know what I'm saying? So when you got people that's stabbing you in the back, yeah, they might be getting all of the attention right now on paper, but the ones that's really riding for you and want you to see you be successful, those not the ones with the tuba and they not rooting for you. They don't have to, because they gotta let you know that they want you to do better. Not not in the social media saying, oh yeah, that's what I did for him. He gonna be great. It's no reason to get that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So because person to person, that's what matters to us. You know what I'm saying? So their generation is, I mean, it's changing. It's changing.
Instant gratification.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Lady Cherie, what you just said right then is spot on. Negativity sells, but that's why my statement held a lot of weight, in my opinion, is because negativity do sell, and it was already sold before he got locked up. So if she'd have turned over a new leaf, it'd have sold 100 times. Them bitches could have went on tour together. Him, her, the new woman, and everything. Writing books and all this other shit. She could. Hey, this was the prime time for her to build something of her own, separate from a Fetty Wap. Because even with this new music out there, this nigga ain't finna be relevant for the next 5 years. He might got another 2-year run, if that. That's it. So like she could have took the time. She still could do it on the negative side, but her book only runs long as his music career does.
Yeah.
If she do it on the positive side and separate herself by going towards him with love, like she had a new leaf, everybody gonna want to know now her mindset of what made you change, because you was the devil to him, or you was his worst arch enemy before. Now all of a sudden you changed. Did he pay you off? Did you do? You said they're gonna be coming there all? Nah, I just found love, or I found God, or God, whatever it is that got you. Or I looked at my son or daughter and said that they deserve better than this from their two parents. Like now people want to see. Now they're gonna still want some negativity and want the rest of the story that they didn't get from the beginning of time. But you had a chance to separate yourself by flipping a new leaf and becoming, instead of the villain, the helper, the angel. Go ahead, Ronnie Woodham, what you got? D up there, he been waiting too.
Oh no, I think that's exactly what I was trying to. My ex straight up just dipped, abandoned the house, kidnapped my son, took $8,000 out of the bank account, upcharged the credit cards, like dip. Like damn, I could have split that. Gave you 4, I took 4. Agreed to terms on child support. I could have agreed.
I think Ray Caruth gave people less than that.
Hey, did she steal the gun?
Say again?
Did she steal the gun?
The gun? No, I kept that shit.
Oh, okay.
No, nobody touched that, but my fingerprints.
Hey, look,
I will say this. That shit got real, yo. I wound up firing my lawyer, representing myself, and winning the house, the car, all that shit.
Yeah.
It was
hey,
crazy.
Skip said the child should never be punished because of the parents' actions. That's a fact. She said D-face is something else when Lady Cherie was talking earlier. Hey, Skittles, man, first of all, we want to tell you or anybody else that's watching, man, we appreciate y'all pulling up over here, especially you, because you rocked with us last week. You told me you definitely wanted to be on tonight, but you couldn't because of family dynamic and dinner and everything you had to do. So we appreciate you, Skittles, and thank you so much for coming over. But yeah, man, let's go ahead on and peel through this next one because it's Monday night. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. This next one shouldn't take us that long, but I do want to. I want to catch this while we still got Lady Cherie here. Look like she sitting on the edge of her seat, about to say the same thing that Niet said. So let's get this out the way while we got her here. This next topic is coming from the relationship side as well. Seem like we gotta stay doing these relationship shits, but this actually came from Life with Big Niche, and I wish she could be here to get the feedback, but I'll tell her all about it or she'll watch the replay. It says, standard versus struggle. Are black women being asked to settle? And I'm going to give y'all the angle of where that question is going. Her question and topic, that one, is along the direct path of the video I'm going to show, but the follow-up part 2 question that I have came from a live of a conversation that somebody was talking about black men, but I think it goes along with the average guy, not just black guys. I think it goes along with the average guy. You saw the topic. Standard versus struggle. Are black women being asked to settle? Here's the video.
Perspective, it's not about how much money you make. If I'm making more than you, you have to be okay with that.
How would you feel if you were dating or with someone who made less money than you?
I have a hard time saying it's about money when I feel like it's more about ambition. Like, I totally agree. I have check marks, I have goals, I have things I want to accomplish. And if you don't want to have anything successful in your life, then I'm not in that range. Now, if you make less money than me, cool. I'm gonna make what I make. We can put it together.
Just
maybe,
as long as you're working.
Right.
Just as long as you're working.
And you care enough to, contribute. So, yeah.
Well, my husband and I are both actors.
Okay.
And so you know, money goes up and goes down and goes away and comes in in heaps, you know, so there's always fluctuation. And from my perspective, it's not about how much money you make. If I'm making more than you, you have to be okay with that. Like if that's going to stress you out to the point where it's, you know, causing too much, you know, pressure and stress on the relationship, then that's not good. You got to be secure,
Right.
you know, and as long as you are doing what it is that you want to do and providing to the relationship in some kind of way, then, you know, who knows what it's going to be in a year from now,
Yeah.
or even a month or a week, you know, in our industry anyway.
That makes sense.
At one point, I had my degree, I was making more. But then now we have 3.5 kids. So it's all on you, babe. So, where you going today? What you gonna do? But I mean, it gets hard because, like I said, he's an artist. So just like you said, acting, it could go up, it could go down all at once. So he hustles hard. He works
Okay.
hard.
So you gotta have your balance. That's so dope.
Man, there's some bullshit. So like that last lady just sat up there and said when they first got together, you know, she had her degree and he obviously didn't, for her to mention the fact that she had hers and da da da. But she said, now that we got 3 kids, it's all on you, babe. So let me open up the panel to this, and I'm gonna take a seat back and let y'all rock it out on this topic. So niche question was, are black women being asked to settle? Hold on for y'all answer. The video just showed you and described one viewpoint from a few ladies of when women are making more money than their men. Now, the part 2 I have to give you to that is a conversation that was had on the favorite platform, TikTok, and they was talking about this question, and they made a statement actually. They said, and Ronnie, you black because you got a black wife, so they said that the black man should feel privileged, and what they said, the black man should feel privileged because he gets to date the woman that ain't got shit and the high value woman that has the education and the money. This is exactly how they put it now. That's coming back to my mind. He gets to date because they say because $50,000 ain't enough, meaning the average guy makes about $47,000 to $50,000, right, a year. They was like $50,000 ain't enough. You're gonna have to get somebody else that got their $50,000 for you to even get a house, because you can't even do certain things with just your $50,000. What is y'all opinion on the fact that people are out thinking that you get the right to date up or down when all the other men don't have no other choice? D, I'm gonna leave you for last because I see you over that motherfucker twitching. Go ahead, Lady Cherie. Ladies first.
No, I'm the only lady. I want to hear what the fellas got to say first. I want to hear what the fellas got to say. I mean, I have my opinion, but I want to hear what the fellas got to say first.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Ronnie. Ronnie got to smoke a cigarette. Go ahead. Go ahead, Pete.
Oh my God. All right, so I'm gonna start with men first, but I'm gonna make it real brief. Men in general do the most loving when it comes down to the relationship, because there is no gain from getting a woman other than to love them for who they project themselves to be, right? So I'm gonna start right there. So that I'm gonna say that. I'm talking about men. I'm talking about that motherfucker being Djibouti. Is everything he provides for her, and the one thing that she can provide is love, right? So, and then women don't understand that the men are willing to sacrifice their lives for them to be happy, right? So, like, it's no days off. It's 365 days. When it comes down to protection, men are there 100%. So let me scoop that out the way. Let's talk about the women. For one thing, that panel ain't shit because they're under the camera and they trying to say what the perfect world would be, right? They know that.
You do know that you're on the panel right now, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. But I one thing that I like this panel. I value this panel because before I was like, talking to D, um, I was a little hesitant to give the true answer, but now I don't care. I'm like, fuck it. Yeah, I'm gonna let the beach unleash in a more tactful way, but I'm gonna be 100 with you, right? That panel's full of shit. When you what are you if there was a single woman on that fucking panel, women are settling because their standards are too high. They don't evaluate a man from their raw introduction to themselves until they start giving them details. I got kids. I'm trying to figure it out, or I'm in school, or I'm in the growing phase where you could definitely be instrumental in their growth and getting the man to where you want him to be, then than for him to be at some status or where you want him to be. Because when a man finally gets to their pinnacle or their peak, they not looking for no motherfucker that done been through the Raptors. I'd rather be with a young girl that's trying to figure it out so I could kind of groom her to the woman that I want her to be, than to be with a woman that's
Hold on, Shannon Sharp. When you're trying to groom people, right?
No,
they're gonna say that's all you want younger. So you gotta have some value. And they look at grooming. But they look at grooming. They look at grooming. Hold on. No. They look at grooming as if a negative thing, as if you're trying to manipulate the mind of a younger person. They look at grooming bad, even though the wedding is the bride and the fucking groom, because they don't even understand that the groom is to groom.
Right. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. So this is what we're missing, right? Like men and women are missing the fact that you gotta grow, and the word groom, people misinterpret the word as it's bad for business or something. Like if I had a woman that was giving me all the nutrients and she's growing me to this wonderful person, because my wife, it's certain things that I know that I don't provide for her, right? And for me to be a better person, as long as it's not immoral and unethical to our relationship, I will want to be it. You know what I'm saying? And if I gotta put myself at a position for us to have peace in the house, then okay, all right. As long as it ain't really draining to do, you know what I'm saying? Like as long as they ain't got, they're going to do some mental stuff and it's some other stuff that you just shouldn't settle for. But at the end of the day, you should not be in a position where you don't see growth. Because grooming is growth. You know what I'm saying? Both people could get groomed. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not if you're not looking, like if you have a partner you're not looking up with, you need to get them jokers out of the way. And one thing that I hate that people put up front is how much you make. Because at any given day, you could lose your job. Like, look, are you gonna rock with me so we could get where we want to be? You know what I'm saying? Like, especially with the evolution of AI, bro, a lot of people getting their jobs taken right from under them. So
COVID or COVID 19.
Yeah. So that panel is fake to me because they're not being real. They're not being realistic about what the things that they want. So I just don't feel like that's a good assessment when you. So getting back to your question, the settle part, they're gonna have to settle. And you know what's crazy?
Boy, hold on.
A woman will settle. So a woman will settle for a guy that they wouldn't settle for in the beginning. That's way worse than their standards initially. So you're like, oh, I want this motherfucker superhero. He got to be fucking 6'5". Excuse my French. He got to have a cock as long as fucking the block. He got to be making six figures. He got to fucking have good conversation. He got to have good skin, good hair. He got to have, and you get this laundry list of stuff, and then next thing you know, your biological clock is ticking, and now you're like, man, Ray from the trash joint ain't bad. You know what I'm saying? He got a twinkle in his eye. He got sleepy eyes and the ear. He got half an ear. But hey, that's my guy.
You got that AC too.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So
Hey, look, real quick for
I'm
Ronnie
sorry,
jump
man. Let me
in.
get off. Pass the
No, hold
mic,
on.
man.
You good? Because you was going back down memory lane right there. Hold on. We got some comments real quick. Skittles say, yes, please invite me again anytime. Skittles, you and your husband is welcome over here. If he's not a internet or panel podcast type person, I know you got his support. So you welcome over here anytime. Shout out to my boy Sean up in the building, man. Sean, what up? Yeah, man. Sean up in the building. He said, what up, T-Max? He's talking to all of us with that one. Sean also threw the hand wave. Sean said, as a husband, you shouldn't care if your wife makes more. One pot. He says, come on, tell them girls. That's what Skittle said. Come on, tell them girl. Sean also said, boom. Men love way more than a woman. No. Oof. Say what? Say what?
No.
Men love way more than a woman, Sean says. Skittles also says, my husband always said, if I make more money than him, he would not care because he knows how hard moms work to keep the house running. Okay, shout out. Yeah, for sure. Hey, holding down the house is a motherfucker. Trust me, I get it. Sean also said everyone settle at the end of the day. That's good. That's good right there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, D. Oh no, I'm sorry. D was bowling. Ronnie, go ahead, man. Chime in.
A few things real quick.
Yeah, go ahead, D. We listen.
All right, can y'all hear me? Yeah. So let's point out a few things. One, motherfuckers don't know what ambition is.
He breaking up. Hey D, you breaking up real quick, man.
Right?
Yeah, you breaking up. You gotta get underneath one of the Wi-Fi things.
Can you see me? Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, you better now. Go ahead.
All right. So you don't use the words you don't understand. You damn sure don't understand what love is, right? If your relationship is predicated on money, then go do the things that's only about money. Don't call it a relationship. Come with your damn NDAs and your business acumen.
D, man, I wish
And
we
then we
could
have
hear you,
quarterly
bro.
follow-up.
Hey, D.
So that way we can stay.
Hey D, jump off the are you on their Wi-Fi or you on just your phone? Cause you cooking, bro. I wish we could hear you because like you really cooking. I ain't lying. You doing a damn good job, but we can't hear you because it's like every three words, every other 3 words.
Is this better?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, I'm
go
on
ahead
the
while
Wi-Fi
you got it. No, you
So,
good.
This situation is, like I said, the fact that you need to go ahead and have them quarterly meetings and call it a business acumen instead of a damn relationship. Because he's right. Men do love more than women. Because a man will go after a woman that has absolutely nothing. All she has to do is treat him fairly and respect him. But if a man does that in reverse, then you're not doing this, that, and the third. One thing we know from a large thing about women, they have misconstrued that paying for shit is provision. It's part of it. It ain't all of it. I hate to tell y'all that. I hate to fuck your life up with a hard discussion of what provision really is and what it looks like outside of a dime. Because your motherfuckers will be mad and probably try to catch up with the dude that you cut off. But now they on their feet in a whole different way and they not gonna look at you now. Because they seen you for the person that you was and instead of the business person that you shouldn't have been. If you had came and said, listen, if you make X amount of dollars a week, well, we can discuss you getting this coochie about 4 or 5 times a week. I'm pretty sure some dudes like, okay, that's cool. I can make that agreement happen. But also, the reason why you don't come with that, because in business agreements, there's loopholes. Hey, Takesha, it's Thursday and you've missed your appointments in the last 2 days. Wait, now hold on, D. No. D got to go give this D to somebody because this D ain't free. Now come on now, you're falling behind. And this is the second time I've engaged you. You're on your last leg. And see you at the next year's quarterly meeting. Have your shit together. You ain't gonna like that. It sounds really good when it's on your end and you think you got the gun, you think you have the control of the situation. And that's what's going on with a lot of these situations that, oh, if I got the money, I control the relationship. No, you're in a relationship and you should do your part. However, it is fitting. But that's not what motherfuckers want to do. They want to control shit so they say, look at me. Look at what I done. Look at what is going on for me.
D, what you got to say to this comment that he say everyone settles at the end of the day?
He ain't lying. He ain't lying. If you go get a job for $50, if you go get a job for $30, you go get a job for $100.
There, bro. Hey, stop. Ronnie, go ahead, because D's still in my talking points.
I think we all got the value of money twisted since the money is the last of that topic. Real quick, I'll circle around with that because touching on ambition too. If the value shouldn't be in the money, really, and I think that's where my wife is winning at because I mean, she's settling with me, but we done gone through struggle, so it's like she settled for the possibility of struggle because she knows that I'll get her ass through it, and we done been through it multiple times over. You talking about, yeah, you can lose your job at any point, but you got the ability to go get a job out after that, you know. And if a man got that ability, then that should be value right there. That should be a high value because there's a lot of people out there lose their job, won't get a job, not because they ain't looking for one, but can't get a job for months to come. Bills will still come. Bills still coming in. And I ain't never had when I said, okay, I found myself in a position where I get a job. I kid you not, yo. I said, there's a Kia dealership down the street. I'll be right back. And I come back with a fucking job. Like, it ain't because I know Kia, right? I go there because I do know Kia, but I could have I went to Georgia a couple years ago, pulled the fuck up to Nissan. I mean, I literally left Hyundai. I started off at Hyundai. One day, day one, I was there in Newnan, Georgia, and one of the old heads was like, "Nah, that ain't how it works. You can't sell a car until I sell the car," type shit. And I was like, "The fuck? This is my money. I don't give a fuck. You forget how like that ain't how this works. This is a grind right here." So I said, "Watch this shit." I literally fucking walked across the street to Nissan, suit and tied up, straight up on the clock, clocked out, walked across the street, got another fucking job right there on the fucking spot. On the spot, and started working the next day right there across the street, selling fucking Nissan. I ain't never sold a Nissan in my life, but shit, I needed a fucking job. Fucking gotta pay rent, keep my wife in a roof, and my kid in the roof, keep food on the table. You know, keep the ability to go to the gym so I can stay strong and protect my wife out there in the public. Because we, again, 24/7, we on security, 24/7. You can't put a price on that except my life. That's the price. Right, because I put it out there every time, over her, before her. So I think we getting value twisted in relationship. Like, what's of value? Like, having the ability to go get money, that should be a value, not how much I'm making right now. Even though I have a resume that shouldn't be at McDonald's, right? So I shouldn't be at McDonald's. So, challenge myself, right? Find yourself a man that likes challenges and has ambition. For sure, there's a lot of us that are lazy as fuck out there right now, and that's a problem, and that's on us. But that being said, I would be mad if my wife started making more money than me. I know in the end that's gonna be because of me, because she's gonna become a dental hygienist. She's gonna be making fucking 80, 90 grand a year, 100 grand a year as a hygienist, and I fucking put her in school. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a fuck. Go get your shit. Go get your dream. I want her to win, because at the end of the day, we may be selling, but we ain't got to settle for nothing. I'm selling for her going to fucking Concord, getting her dental hygienist fucking degree on. I'm cool with that. Go over there, fucking hour drive out and handle your business. What do you need me to do? You need me to watch
bro,
the
when
kid?
you say settle, I want people to understand the nuances that come with settling. Is that there's not a place we're not settling. And even if somebody is in a position where we think it's nothing, that doesn't mean that's always the case. We're getting impatient about what? We all gonna fucking die. It ain't a matter of how, it's a matter of fucking when. So if you're not dying, if you're not dying in this very moment, why are you worried about what's in his or her pocket? It's not gonna help you any fucking way. So why not go ahead and enjoy the person for who they are? and see them for who they're not. Because the problem is we have so many of these misconceptions that I need you to be this way. I need you to be that way. You know what's funny? My boy said this shit the other day, and it kind of hit me. He said it's funny how people have these odd standards on relationships or romanticism, but they have no standards of who they come acquaintance, friends, and associates with.
Because I'm saying.
So at the end of the day, in a nutshell, you ain't got no standards, bitch. That's what he really said. Like, reality is reality. If you have this whole high standard, everybody are voting for this, then it should be that way across the board. But because of the way I am, I see people for who they are. I have friends who's atheists. I'm pretty sure I have some racist white guys that's cool, but they always showed up for me, right? I got some people who just they devout Jehovah Witness. They don't vote. They don't celebrate birthdays. You know, they go to the what's the temple or whatever the hell they call it. They go there. I got some Muslim brothers. Like, the whole situation is, man, good people are good people, and we keep acting like tomorrow is promised because the day ends with Y. Absolutely not. Bro,
do you know that some people throw away good people just off of little shit, like they don't like how they say things, or they don't like their demeanor, or they don't like their look? And I've been thinking to myself, do y'all think these folks, do y'all think that people like your raggedy ass like that too? Like you don't have no flaws to where somebody likes your raggedy ass like that too? Like that's the thing that kills me. Real quick, let me read all these comments, because the reason y'all saw me making these facial expressions, because they are cooking in the comment. Like, the shit they saying is golden. Let me bring it up. Sean says, I don't believe men care about degrees as much as women do. Women care more about the building process more than anything. Man, Sean, boy, listen, you dropping that gem right there is something else. And also, I add on to that is that the degree don't mean as much as the celebration. That's why somebody told me a long time ago that college and the military is the 1-2 pit stops that people make when they can't still figure out what the fuck they really want to do in life. First thing you do when you find somebody in the military, that's why them two dudes down there laughing right now. Soon as you go to telling them and trying to grow what that shit was, soldier for life, when you're coming out of the army and you're going to transition back into the world, first thing a dumb motherfucker want to tell me is, I'm going to school. Of course you are. And then what? Because everybody talking about so they get out. What you gonna do? Man, I ain't gonna re-enlist. I'm getting out and moving back home. I said, well, what the fuck you gonna do back at the house? Oh, I'm going to school. Of course. You don't know yet that what the fuck you want to do. And then parents groom children to go to college when they still don't know what the fuck they want to do. That's why a lot of money is wasted, and a lot of what they call majors are remajored over and over and over again because they still don't know what to do. So, Sean, you're exactly right, man. The building process is more than anything, but in that building process, it's the cheers and the accolade like a wedding. They really don't want to marry your ass. They just want the celebrations from their friends and everybody else. That's why the reception, that's why the wedding be huge as shit and the reception be mediocre or smaller. And then y'all take a trip to Myrtle Beach for the weekend and not go to goddamn your real destination where you want to go to, because you done did all the shit in front of folks just to please them. Sean also said women worry more about happiness. Facts. Men care about duty. Facts. They cooking in these comments, man. Let me get them some goddamn cheers. Let me tell you something. We got one right here. Skittles. Skittles says men who earn less than their wives are not as happy. That's a freaking fact. That's a fact. Hold on. Wait a minute. Say it ain't so.
I don't.
So hold on.
Look,
when,
I know.
When she say happiness, when she say,
as I'm mature in life,
let's act ASAP Rocky.
Listen. Because Papoose ain't making as much as Clarissa Shields right now either.
Because it's about how you support them. They graduated a level in their relationship where they like, all right, I'm supporting now. And sometimes men, when the man grab it and they start investing into their significant others, it takes them, especially when they have a no ceiling to their careers. You could take them like, oh man, to like crazy heights. You know what I'm saying? So the support, I mean, it goes both ways. Like, I think
bring your ass on there.
Women are better nurturers through that process, but I think men are more structured when it comes down to the end goal. You know what I'm saying? Because so getting back to Papoose was saying, hey, yeah, you know, blah 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 blah. I want to support my old lady, but she was like, even though she's a great boxer, the one thing she said is, I can't wait till this training is over. I'm trying to get me some. He not thinking like that. He like, hey, look, you gonna be motherfucking heavyweight champion of every country in Djibouti. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the plan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because we're more logical about it. We're not thinking about the sex piece. We get it when you want to give it to us. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when we're applying to your career, even though we want some. So we could probably do it every day. But when it comes down to like, you know, like the supporting the women getting their goals, we're more focused, I believe, because we want you to be the best you can be, basically.
Ultimately, if we're supposed to be leading anyway, what are we leading to? You got to have a direction where you're leading to. And
absolutely,
and even though we become one, we marry, we still started out with two different people, two different backgrounds, histories. You know, a year before she met me, she had a certain image of what her future was. You know, and then I come into the picture. I didn't come in to redirect her elsewhere. I come in because we align. Then we get married because we just so happen to have the same goals and aspirations, you know, for the most part. So at this point, I'm retired. Like I'm at an advantage.
I see you, Skittles.
You know, so I'm locked in at a certain income, but she ain't got no cap. She ain't got no ceiling to where she can go. Why would I prevent that over my fear of making less than her? If she can go out there and make 10 grand a month in her own private business, owning her own shit, so I can get out here and build a fucking deck for her in the fireplace.
Yeah,
I'm cool with that.
No, you're right. Hey, listen, Ronnie, you hit it on the head. You do it like we have to do so much. And Sean put it over here. Sean put it like this as well. He said most men will work to allow their wives to go to college. Will wives do the same?
Oh, well, I won't say no. I won't say no.
I know one.
But I would say
two.
Women will do it, but your ass is on the clock.
That's a fact. Say it again.
Yeah.
Say it again.
Oh, you better
do it, but your ass is, she like this. You gonna go to school?
Yeah.
You study?
Facts.
Hey, after the first semester, you ain't knock out 3 semesters already? Hey, bro, hey.
That summer better be ready when she get off.
Bruh. All right.
Don't mess
Ladies and
up.
gentlemen, welcome Skittles back in the building.
Hey, what's up, Skittles? Hey, look,
Hey,
Skittles,
hey.
don't kill me, all right? Don't kill me, man. Don't kill me.
I wasn't going to try. I was
All right,
just
all right.
saying.
Just know that I got feelings too, all right? They're in there somewhere, but it's, you know, they like that big.
All right. So Sean, he dropped that gem on us and said this. Skittles, I'm gonna get you and Lady Cherie in here because Lady Cherie, you've been dodging the question from the video.
I just been listening to y'all.
Okay, now the
I'm
listening
ready.
is over. The listening
Okay.
is on you.
You got all your notes?
I got a few. But
go ahead.
So are women being asked to settle? So I guess listening to you guys, it was based off of money, right? Are Black women being asked to settle based off of money? And
That ain't what they said based off of money. Are Black women?
they were
being
saying
asked
that
to-
far as making, more money than the other, and
Yes, ma'am. Yep.
so
You got it.
that's finances, right?
I don't want to say Black women. All all women are the same.
That's why I said average at first. When the topic that she read off was, of course, said black women. And when I said it a while ago, and I said black men being privileged, I took the black off of it because I said the average folk. Because I think that the 50,000, when they attached it to money, the 50,000 don't attach itself to a black person. 50,000 attach itself to a job description or the average person that's doing whatever job that pays that amount. So the real question is, are women being asked to settle, being that nowadays people say that women make more than their men? Go ahead.
No, I don't think so. I think it's all about what you want. So for me, and I'll speak from both perspectives. For me, I don't care about the money. So I want to know, who are you as a person? Like, who are you? Because you can have all the money in the world, but be a fucked up ass person. So who are you? What are your vows? What are your awards? Do we align together? Like, how are we going to work together? I used to hate when people would say, oh, what do you do for a living? Honestly, I used to lie. I used to lie and downplay because it's like, why does that even matter? What you do and how much money you make. So for me, it's not about the money. It's about who you are as a person. What morals and values do you have? Now, the majority of women, is it about the money? Yeah, it's about the money. And I think is maybe with the younger generation, it's because of what social media and, you know, what they're seeing out here and these influencers and everything. So I think with the younger generations, I don't know why 6 figures become this magical number that, you know, it's got to be 6 figures. It's like,
that shit ain't nothing.
At the same time, asking for 6 figures when only they make 50,000.
I can tell you right now, I can show you some base stuff. I gotta take my ass to work.
Climb one of them big ass windmills and make 6 figures.
Facts.
But that's what people are looking at. Oh, you have to do this. But I think it's the younger generation to the older women that are a little more mature. I don't think it's about the money. Now, you do have some women who are older, but on a different class level that, you know, it probably is about the money. So I don't know. That's me. When it comes to settling, I mean, you guys already said we all settle because we all have a list of things that we want of our list, right? That's just like when buying a house. You have a list of things you want on a house, but you got to pick and choose. If that house don't have those doors or, you know, the handles, whatever fixtures that, you know, is not available, are you not going to get that house, or are you going to get that house?
Not because it's not available, Lady Cherie, at the Art Attack.
You said what?
Qualify for it. Those motherfucking chandeliers that you want may not be in the budget of what the bank is loaning.
But guess what? But can I get the house and then at some point I can build and grow and change those chandeliers out?
Absolutely right. But most people that's talking that 6-figure shit, they ain't trying to get the house without the chandelier right now and then get the chandelier later. They want it up front. That's why they're eliminating a large pool. I'm talking about men and women. When it comes to men, you know, I keep it all the way above on accountable for the guys way more than the women. Some people may look at this show and think that it's targeted towards women. No, we having a conversation because y'all are more vocal about it. It's dudes watching, not as Sean, but Sean vocal about his. I'm saying it's dudes watching that won't say shit, but they feel a certain type of way. What I'm saying is that men are discrediting women by looks. Women are discrediting men by looks and money. Like a guy don't say, "Oh, I'm not fucking with her because she make $47,000 a year." Who the fuck? No. Like what? Or I mean, she worked at a place that I know don't pay much. Go ahead, Cherie.
I agree. I mean, you can't be ugly and not have money, but you can be ugly and have money. I mean, well, you basically, and I'm just saying, people. I mean, that's like that.
Hold on. Skittles.
I mean, look at Jay-Z. Look at Jay-Z.
Hold on. Wait. You said look at Jay-Z?
Yes.
She said look at Jay-Z, y'all.
I say that because people say Jay-Z is he's not as attractive male, but he has money.
What you think?
Yeah. He's not attracted to me.
Okay, so you thinking that
No,
he should-
he's not attracted to you,
No.
or he's not attractive to you.
No, I'm not attractive to him. Like he's not my he's not my
So-
type. He's nobody that I would.
But with the bread that he got, is he your type?
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, I think he's pretty.
Don't lie, say the devil, because y'all about to say,
Yeah,
if Precious, if Precious, that bitch that was on that goddamn movie, that if Precious called me tomorrow, whoever in my life fucked over. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Oprah, hey,
yeah, Oprah ain't that bad though. Oprah ain't ugly like that. I don't know. Yeah, Oprah ain't ugly.
Hey, and that's another thing. Money can
1983 Whoopi Goldberg is out. Yeah. Hey, look, let's get Skittles in here, man. Skittles, appreciate you pulling up to the panel. Before you jump in, let me read Sean's the last comment that Sean wrote. Sean say, how many wives have the insurance, life insurance, or actually build a family wealth before they die? Because men die trying to make it happen for their family. I swear to God, Sean, you got to come up here on the panel, brother. Yo, Sean is cooking with these comments, man. And then, of course, Skittles said, oh, he's going to make me come in. I know that's right. Yeah, so welcome in, Skittles. What you got to say to the topic? The topic is women, are y'all being asked to settle?
I don't think so. No, I mean, my husband's been taking care of me for what, 15 years, 16? And he's like, if you make more money than me, I'll be happy to, travel around the world. Cause I changed careers. So I'm doing the computer science, and that's all over the world. I can go anywhere I want. So, and he wants to travel and see the world before, like I said, he's older. He's before he passes away, he thinks. And he got insurance on himself. I didn't put insurance on him. So, I mean.
And what's your husband's name?
Michael.
Michael, what up, man? I know you standing in the shadows. You probably holding the camera for your wife. Man, Michael,
No.
T-Max Network say, welcome in, brother.
He said, hey. He said, welcome in. No, he's not holding the phone. He's actually standing over me smoking.
I know,
right
I'm
now.
messing with him. I just say shout out to Michael. Go ahead with your story.
Yeah. But I mean, he's worked, and like the only reason why I'm going to school is so that if something did happen to him and we have 3 kids, then I can make sure that we're covered and this house is paid for and stuff like that. So I'm not just going to college because I want to. I mean, I've been a stay-at-home mom for 13 years. So, and that's all I can say. I don't know. I don't want to get too further into this one. Shut your mouth. But yeah, I don't know. I don't even know how to. I didn't know this was the topic of the day, so I came in at the last second.
I did. I looked it up. I looked this up a while ago. Black men, only 8% of black men make $100,000 a year in the United States. Only 8%.
Yeah.
Only 23% of white males make over $100,000 a year.
Bro, I got 3 sources of income coming to my household, and we still broke by the 4th week of the month.
Bro, look, check this out, man.
That
I'm not gonna get into details of how much I make, but we're well over $100,000. Way.
I'm trying to tell you, I got 3, and that's not even including my wife's income, bro. Because she goes to work while I go to school.
You see, I got 5 lines of income, well into that shit. And I'm telling you right now, like I told somebody asked me a question like a while ago. They were like, how much do your life cost a month? I said,
right.
Tallying this shit up. I said, damn, it's 81. Bro, I spend $8,100 that has to get paid
just
out
live.
to live, bro. 8,100. I said, man, shit.
And I'm still buying Dollar General shit.
Yeah, bro. I look.
That part.
I don't
But
blame
why?
you.
Why do you think? So I just want to ask, why do you think that we spend so much to live? the cost of living.
I
Now, go ahead. No, because
I don't want to cut you off. I want to cut you off because I want to answer
okay,
all.
so let's just say 5 years ago, or maybe 10 years. Let's say 10 years ago. 10 years ago, was your expenses 81? You say 8,100 a month?
Yeah. So and that's what I'm about to answer the question. I was going to let you finish asking all of your questions, but I'm going to answer you because there's really three baseline reasons.
Well, I'm going to say one of them. So one of the reasons is the more we make, the more we accumulate, the more we start to spend, the bigger we want to go, the bigger we want to get the bigger house. We want to, I know, we want to get more instead of making more, but staying in where we were before we started to make more. But that's the number one reason with people that make over $100,000. Once you start to get up there in those expenses, I mean, once you start to get up there in that money, you want to spend more, you want to do more.
But really, that's the new 50,000 a year mark. Like,
well,
it sounds big. It's 100,000, but your mortgage is 60,000 a year.
Yeah. So
I agree.
To answer your question,
yeah. My mortgage, power, water, gas, utilities, diapers, food, substance, cell phone. I mean, when you add up all the bare necessities, just bare necessities.
Yeah.
So just try going without a phone.
Yeah. So then you hit on one thing, like the more you make, the more you're going to acquire, right? Because that's just our nature. America is the biggest consumers of products. I mean, we're spenders, and the rest of the world is selling it to us, right? So that's one. Inflation is crazy now because, like, even like our mortgage, right? Mortgage was like when we first got it, was like $1,700. That shit is like fucking $2,500 now, right? So if you were acclimated to spending this certain amount for your mortgage and your taxes is going through the fucking roof, you can't control the taxes. You control the mortgage, but not the taxes, right?
Yeah, not the taxes.
Right. So then food costs, repair costs, insurance costs, you got to account for the unscheduled things that happen, and it just bumps you up. And then you have maintenance fees. I mean, like these things just don't count for, right? And then, for instance, like in here, right? I'm like, all right, we need an office. So now I got all this space, and I'm like, all right, I got to transition into an office. And now the office has become a liability because I need to work in it. I need to provide pens, paper, all that. I mean, it's business stuff that you're going to acquire. Can you get it back on the back end? Yes, but yearly you got to come out the pocket. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for instance, like businesses, like a lot of people miss a lot of the stuff. You're going to fork out some dollars if you try and get your business off the ground, and it ain't promised that the business is going to be successful your first year. It might take 3 years, but you got to keep the upwards battle because it's going to break, right? The more you push that something, the more you keep on doing, the more you perfect it, the better it's going to be. Mm-hmm. Just like the T-Max network. He came out of the blue with it. I was like, man, all right, I support it. But now he coming down, he doing videos with people I ain't never seen before. You know what I'm saying? And I got to do my research on him. So like the network's getting better, but he got microphone costs, he got placards in the back costs. He got I don't know if he's paying anybody to come on, but those costs acquire, you accumulate those costs for your business to be better. And I'm going down a rabbit hole, but
man, you going down a real rabbit hole because I set by myself before I pay somebody to come in here and have a conversation.
Right.
But no, I mean you're right, because it's like, okay, like I live on the beach here and we have an office here, but then he has to have a corporate office because we own our own mortgage company. And that costs money. And then you're paying for their electric and then electric here and then the homeowner's insurance. And thank goodness I don't live in a flood zone because Jesus, I can only imagine living here in Daytona. But he's right.
It's scary. That may be a lot of the factors why we all settling. But shit. that just goes back to
Ronnie, bro. I'm so glad you said that.
I'm fucking with you.
No, I read this. No,
that was good,
bro. People are settling because they're what they make ain't enough,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
It's
you're right.
a real thing.
That's it. That's it.
They like, all
Now,
right,
now over to the topic of settling is different than money, because when they were going off of topic, when they was going on the topic, it really wasn't about the money original topic. It was about the what you call it, the access to different type of people. Granted, they may make more, but like Lady Cherie said a while ago, you can't be ugly and don't have money. So to that point, right? Their access that they was talking about, the access to different men. They were saying that men that make a certain amount or in a certain class should be privileged, should feel privileged, because you get to date all types of women that's in all types of classes, right? So if that's the case, women would be settling. Are men settling? I'm asking the fellas.
yeah.
Okay, so P said absolutely. All right, Ronnie is shaking his head no. And I feel you, Ronnie. P and D's back. So why do you think men are settling, P?
Because
it's easy. It's easy, bro. We don't require unnecessary shit that we know we're not going to take with us. We have an intrinsic understanding of the value of life. Our problems won't go with us. Our money won't go with us. Our material shit won't go with us. Our love, our hate, our displeasure, our love pleasures, none of that shit's coming with us. So if I got somebody that I can enjoy the time being, let me do that, because I'm not going to get to do this shit over. It's simple.
Yeah, with that too. But men are simple. You know what I'm saying? Like a man, and I have, I got friends from all different type of places, right? A man will go, oh damn, she got a fat ass. Bam. Her conversation was good. Bam. And that's it. They check two things. And then you find out, like, damn, she was a stripper. You know what I'm saying? You like 10 years in, be like, damn, he's a strip? What the? Why did
so do you? But hold on. But you just use an analogy that I don't think it qualifies as settling, because you didn't know that she was a stripper up front.
Okay, all right, a better one, right? One of my homeboys said that he said he used to talk to this girl. Matter of fact, yeah, the guy at my work, he was my homeboy. He was like, hey man, I started dating this girl, and he said he wasn't ready. He said, yeah, man, I'm not ready. But then I want to say it was like 6 months later, he started dating this other chick, and the girl got mad, and she put him on this app called T or something like that, and drug him bad. And she was like, this motherfucker, he doing this, don't da da da. I ain't never heard of the app. So I might be on that motherfucker. I don't know that shit. But she was mad because he wasn't ready, but he was tired of being in the streets and doing his thing. He said, hey, I just dealt with this chick. And the girl actually had a issue, a drinking issue, right? And he was like, it's something, it was like a deal breaker for him. But he was like, these other qualities were so good that he could work with her. And she didn't meet the bill because she wasn't working on her issue, and he settled for it. And right now they're not together.
So is that really settling? Because he just mentioned the fact that she got so many other qualities outside of her drinking issue.
I believe
he actually settled for her.
I believe it's settled because, like, if you got something that like, if somebody asks you when you were in your good mind, hey, what is the deal breaker? Oh, my deal breakers are da 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 da, alcoholism, da da da, party girl, whatever. And then all of a sudden you meet this girl and she got all these great qualities. You're like, damn, man, but she like to get hammered. I can't deal with it. But you at a point where you like, man, I'm getting tired of being in the streets. And then you like, okay, I settled for it. I settled right now because I'm ready. I'm prepared to be somebody's significant other, right?
Okay, I'm glad you said it just like that. Hold that point.
All right.
No, I'm gonna stay right here. Hold that point.
Okay.
So him not wanting to be in the streets no more, and he's ready to settle down and be somebody's significant other, why? And that question is a rhetorical one. Why do you think that is? I don't look at that as him settling. I look at that as him coming into his wisdom that your ass is getting older and your market is dropping something too now.
And that is another thing too. Like the older you get, the more you like, all right, man, it's time. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, everybody's gonna go through it.
Start telling you it's time.
But that's settling. That's still settling because you getting old and you realize you done did your party life, you done did everything.
But you settling in yourself. You ain't settling for the other person.
You are. Because the person has something on your list that you don't like.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this shit is crazy.
But that's
hold on for a second, y'all. Let me read Sean's comment real quick because y'all too tripping. Hold on. Sean say college is is a necessity, but do you feel college was something used to promote women over men on a mental level, especially since men were getting things done without a degree for the longest? Sean also said, we're gonna go right back to his comment if y'all want to comment on it, but I'm gonna let P finish. Sean also said, to answer the question, going bigger is a woman thing. No. I feel men only go big to either get a woman or to keep one. God darn, Sean, where are you coming from? All right.
Look, I disagree with that one because I think
which one? The last one he said?
The last one. Because I think guys go big. Guys got to have the big car. They got the jewelry, the flashy. Like guys.
But he said at the end to get a woman or keep one.
No, I didn't say to get a woman though.
No, I'm asking you. I'm asking you the question. Do you think that guys got to go big or go home and all this other shit you saying? Do you think that's because you're not a man, fellas? Right. Would you be living? I know, fellas. Would you be living in the house that you living in now? Would you be driving what you driving now? Would you be worrying about getting your hair cut and keeping it groomed and keeping your house nice and tidy if you didn't have a woman?
To be honest with you, that is
Ronnie Williams say yes.
Because, you got a value of woman's presence in your house, right? A lot of people like, oh yeah, I still
Dr.
be
Phil,
in blah, blah, blah.
Dr. Phil, before you go into it, yes or no, sir? Would you be living where you living at now, building the offices and doing all the shit you doing? Because I've been to your house, Pete. I know what type of shit you got going on out there on them acres. I see the pool. I see the damn barn. I see the whole shit you built on. Hold on, nigga. You built on extra rooms and all. I'm asking you a question. If you were single, would you still be doing all that?
So I can't say yes or no, right? I can't say yes or no. I'm gonna tell you. Well, I can't say yes or no because I can't tell you where my maturity level will be at. I'll probably be better. I'll probably be worse. I don't know. And the only reason why I say this is because, like, if I didn't have a woman, would I be in the streets? I don't know. And then if you're in the streets, I mean, to be honest with you, I don't know.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, let me look. Hold on. Let me put myself on the spotlight. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something about this guy that's speaking right now. I know him when he was in the barracks. I know him when he didn't have the wife that he got right now. He lying. He up here on the panel talking to y'all on some bull crap. He lying. So let me tell you, he always liked nice things, drove all the finest cars, but that's as far as it went because that was, in my opinion, to get a woman. This nigga was driving around where all of us was. I think I had a 7-year-old Expedition that was burning oil like it was no tomorrow. He driving around in convertible doggone BMW 650s and all this other shit, but it was to attract women. Now back to the regular scheduled program.
Okay, so if you're judging me from back then, I don't have that shit now. Well, I do got some fly shit. But,
that's all I can judge you off of.
But I'm telling my mindset is totally different now. So
because you got a woman, a wife.
No, I'm not saying that's. I can tell you why I don't do it now.
Bo? She there or she at work?
No, she here. No, she's not physically here. I'm in the back in the office, but I don't do it now because of her. You know what I'm saying? So to answer the question, that's what I'm saying. Yes or no? I don't know. Highly likely. I don't know. I don't know.
Ronnie Wilhelm. I'm tired of hearing him. Ronnie, unmute your mic.
If you got a 75-inch TV and Walmart gets the 80, 110-inch TV for sale cheaper than that one, you're not gonna buy that TV as a man?
So to be honest with you, I don't know. I know that
a 100-inch TV what goes on sale for $200 to replace your 75-inch TV at Walmart. You not gonna buy that,
bro? I'm gonna tell you,
go bigger.
Ronnie, I'm gonna be 100 with you, bro. There's a few things I don't do. I don't watch a lot of TV, right?
Okay, that's fair.
Because I'm always building something. I'm in school right now, building shit. I mean, cars, whatever.
I feel generally it's good to I could probably assume most men would want a bigger TV in their living room.
Yeah, so you're right.
Regardless of their marital status.
I will assume so.
Most men want the fancy car that costs about $1,000 a month.
I got out of the Army and I went and got me a $52,000 truck because I've been in a cash vehicle for the entire time I was in the Army, 12 years. It was like a $1,000 Ram D50 and then a Pontiac Bonneville paid off and the ex got all the good shit. So I got out of the Army. I was like, fuck, I just want a fucking truck. I want to treat myself to a big ass fucking Hemi. And I went and got that shit. I didn't, and she actually told me not to get it at the time. The ex, and I was just like, fuck it, I want it.
Okay,
I just fucking want it.
Lady Cherie and Ronnie coming from, and I see where y'all coming from, and halfway where P coming from.
Let me see.
But I'm gonna turn it over to you, P. I'm gonna turn it over to you.
Okay.
I see where y'all coming from when you say that men, especially Lady Cherie, men want the bigger and the better things, and cars, $1,000 a month, all this other stuff. I see where you're coming from. But I'm gonna take it and flip it on you, Lady Cherie. You saying that because you are a woman and that's what you're observing. But I'm telling you, from most men, not the saints and angels that's on the panel today as men, right? Most men are doing that shit to be. If they don't have the $100,000 to meet your list, they'll get the shit that looks like they got the $100,000 to even get your attention. That's where I was going with it. Most guys are simple, like D said, or Ronnie, or whoever said it a while ago. Most guys are simple. Yeah. We're not going to look. If we were single and got a $10,000 a year raise, right, or $12,000 a year raise, $1,000 a month extra. Most men ain't gonna go out and match their living expenses to that $1,000. Most men, they may spend it recklessly, but most men ain't gonna go out and commit to another extra $1,000 when they just picked up an extra $1,000. The only time that men are gonna do some shit like that is when they got someone in their life to not impress, but to impress upon. So somebody said the other day,
that was said.
Men do things, and this coming from a female on TikTok. It was actually, she was up here not too long ago. Men do things to be seen as an attractive magnet, right? We're not going out that motherfucker adjusting lifestyles up to our new money because we want to. Like, most of us got the same goddamn clothes. Most men ain't been shopping in 6 months. The women can't say the same shit. So I ain't talking about you, Skittles. I ain't talking about you.
Mention.
I'm just saying most women can't say that they haven't. And that's another thing. Our living expenses per month don't equal to y'all's. Like, it don't cost us $200 to get a haircut or $400 to get a haircut. We don't have to go out and do the regular, what y'all call necessities. Let me go ahead and jump over here on
y'all paying like $100 now to get y'all haircut.
Nah, that's because they gluing some
Hey,
hair
but
on
you
top
can't
of their
can't do nails without at least 100.
They glue hair on the top of their head. That's what it's costing so much.
And them $150 nails fall apart in 3 days.
What they call them?
Get the motherfucker.
Damn, what they call this shit?
Get the motherfucker.
What they call them things, man?
Got that dog on their head. they in the barber chair like this. All right, we're gonna cut it down. All right, and we're gonna make it stylish.
What they call them shits? Units.
A unit. Yeah.
Men are out here getting units, and
This
guess what?
motherfucker like this.
Even when hey look though, Pete. even when he get his unit, look, even when he get his unit though, it's still he may get that some bitch one time, but he gonna keep that motherfucker on. His unit gonna be halfway falling off before he go and replace it. Y'all be getting braids and shit and hairstyles in your head, and the shit still be looking good to us. And y'all talking about it's time to go get it again. We like, why? It still look good. She said her dreads don't never change. I know that's right.
Nah, 2 days later, this shit hurt. I don't like it. I'm ready to cut it out.
Bro, I seen somebody pay money to get their hair done, and that same day they wanted to take it out.
That's wild.
After $300 some dollars.
In 5 hours.
Everybody got
Like 5 hours.
10 hours.
Don't put it
5
on.
hours girl time.
Oh man. All right. Sean's still over here dropping gems. He said the question.
Where is he? He should pull up.
I know, man. Sean probably work. I think he's working though, or about to go to work. Sean said to answer the question, go bigger is one. Oh, he already said that. He said, I would buy it for the PlayStation. I know that's right.
You ain't lying.
But no,
And
but then
that's
you gotta
another
have the
thing,
whole
man.
PlayStation set up, the monitor, all the extra stuff. You gotta have the whole setup.
Yeah, but once they get that, they good with that shit for years.
When they pay that though, they pay
See, that PlayStation is an honorable relationship. That's that PlayStation. That PlayStation reciprocate every button I push, every turn I make. It don't fucking question. It follows my lead.
Every
And you-
single.
Don't you come and interrupt this great dynamic me and PlayStation got going, because you feeling some type of way about a dream you had back in the third goddamn grade, and I ain't even know you. Fuck off.
But no, but just like the TV, like we almost bought that TV at Walmart just so that we could watch our Eagles play. That was it. Like we were like, we wanted to feel like we were in the stadium.
Skittles, you used to a lot of heartbreak because that was a poor performance. I'm sorry, I had to jump.
Every time I tell that PlayStation to play, it play.
Yeah, but Skittles, y'all are doing that from a pride thing off of the Eagles. What I'm saying is, y'all want, like you said, y'all want to feel like you were in the stadium. But Sean said he at work. You point to Michael. Yeah.
No,
but see,
I got the tattoo.
Oh,
Like,
you
people
got
are like,
Eagles
oh,
tattoo? Oh.
you don't support it. We both got the same tattoo together.
So the Eagles in that case would be equivalent to a woman to y'all. Y'all doing that shit for the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, that men are doing it for women, man. Men aren't out here.
I will say the cars, though, you know, because I do have a BMW.
I agree.
And I do have a
agree,
Jaguar.
but I
And I'm
said
like,
that to say the only reason why they're doing it, men aren't driving these cars to impress upon other men. The only time they're doing it is when they got a fine woman on the other side to press upon the other men. But y'all doing all y'all shit to press upon other women. You're not impressing men with the shit that you do to maintain your standards of living.
You ain't lying.
Girl, I got that. Y'all be doing shit. Y'all see, look.
What do
when y'all
women
buy a
be
house, when
doing?
y'all buy a house and furnish that mug and decorate it the way you want, what do y'all do? You invite people over to see the shit.
I mean,
Men don't
nobody
do no
wants to
shit like
leave.
that.
They don't ever want to fucking leave. They want to stay.
But we want to
Who the fuck
come
came up with a
home
housewarming?
to peace, to a nice relaxation after you've been working. You want to come home to a nice place. It's not for people. It's because you want to come home to something nice.
No, I ain't say what you want to come home to. I say
It's a
when you
reminder.
get
I
it-
did that.
When you get it, who invites the people to see it?
Not me.
I like to have gatherings.
Not
Look at
me.
that.
But
Look at that. I ain't
It's
said
too
shit
many-
about a
too many
gathering. I'm
people
talking about
for
gather
me.
to see your
but
new
as
stuff.
people coming over, I like to be social.
I'm talking about gather to see your new stuff.
It's not necessarily to see my new stuff. It's just to
The men?
gather to.
Well, when people go out and sign a lease or 12-month lease for their apartment, they most of the time they don't gather and have folk come over and see it.
I'm not even gonna answer this shit.
People
When people buy a car for the first like buy the car and it's day one, but the car is on 8-9 years old, 100,000 miles, smoking, and they know they got it from a buy here, pay here. They ain't showing that shit off to they folk. Men do all of this stuff.
They may.
Look. He said, me and peacock to get a male. Hey, Sean, it's crazy that you brought up the word peacock and the animal, because guess what? I was thinking the same thing earlier when I was saying that men do shit to get women's attention. They do it. They do peacock to get a mate, bro. You spot on. Everything women do is to oppress women. God.
I don't know. I mean, if you're talking about, I don't. But you guys are looking at.
There we go, P. You're the shit.
Majority.
We talking in general.
I know, in general. That's what I'm saying. You're talking about in general with women. So, I mean, I don't know.
Your friends right now are looking at, if you shown your friends a new bag or a new anything in the last 60 days, some of your friends right now are looking and Googling bags to show you back.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not allowed to show off my cat.
What?
It's a naked cat. It's a Sphinx.
Yo, what? Hey, D, you hear this shit?
I'm a Sphinx cat.
Michael, take the microphone and phone away from Skittles, bro.
I'm not lying. Let me go find this cat. Let me go find this cat.
What the fuck? Hey, put your goddamn legs down. Yo, nigga.
Hey,
oh, man. Well,
Skittles,
look, man.
Skittles,
God
put your
damn.
words in ChatGPT first and then send them to us, right? Sure.
Bruh. All right. So we're going to wrap this conversation up, man.
I got a remark, though.
Yeah, no. I'm going to let y'all cook. I'm going to let you cook. Go ahead, P.
He's right.
That is
Because
crazy.
women, y'all put on them eyelashes, y'all put on that makeup, y'all do your hair, y'all do a bunch of stuff. Men, like, I'm not concerned about. If I'm talking to a woman and I'm showing interest into her, I'm not looking at them fucking eyelash. I'm looking at your personality, your beauty, and can I be around you? That's it. If it was me. All the rest of that shit don't matter.
So outside of eyelashes, right? Makeup. Outside of eyelashes and makeup, you want your woman to look nice. You want your woman hair to be done. You want your woman to look nice. Why do she have to be doing it for other women? Why can't she be doing it for her mate?
I mean, no. I'm not saying that.
I'll tell you why. You asked me. Go ahead, P. I ain't going to butt in. Go ahead. All right. So since he thinking,
I'm not gonna say
yeah. Since he thinking, I say this because the world outside of the household, the world normally gets the best version of the woman versus what the man gets. Yeah, he get to enjoy the lashes and the hair because it's in the household, but it don't be prepared the same for him, or on a mental level, even thought about. He's not thought in the light of I got my hair and nails done as the same as when you go to work or to your friends or anything else. Not necessarily y'all on the panel. I'm saying the average woman, like y'all aren't doing that shit for us. You dress up every day for the outside world, and then inside it's not the same shit because it's too close and familiar. Like you thinking that, well, because y'all get tired of wearing the mask and all this other shit for the world. So when you come home, you want to take it off. Like you want to chill. You don't want to be dainty and fucking prissy. So like I'm saying, I see Skittles with the head turning 32 ways like Beetlejuice. What I'm saying is that the reason why you said, why can't she get it all done and all this for her mate? It is for him. One word after that. It is for him also. Meaning it was for everybody else first. He just reaps the benefit because he's your man.
So
Skittles.
can I say something? I just, one thing I want to say to that. So, you know, I mean, how you said earlier, I'm not a man. So women tend to speak
I'm
on.
trying to say I ain't a woman, so I can't say why women don't get the shit.
I mean, but it's the same way. Men speak on women speak on men, but we're opposite. So it's you can't speak on women and vice versa. Because I mean, I would disagree in what you said when it comes to me as a woman and knowing other women.
Hey, I can't disagree there. You got me. Y'all mark this down in your calendars at that 2 hour and 55 minute mark and 33 seconds and counting. I've been had. Skittles, what you got?
I just get reminded every day that I need to put makeup on because he thinks, to me, I felt like he says I look better with makeup on, but my friend says I look better without. So I have to literally put makeup on before we even go anywhere or like fix your eyes or something. And I'm just like, for what? I'd rather look homely and take my kids to the school and come back. Like, who am I looking good for? And he says me. But I'm like, okay, whatever.
So you're doing it for your mate?
Yeah, I am. Because I don't go anywhere.
That's two of you Negroes here. What I'm saying is we talking about general for the mass population. All right. I literally, I can share my screen and pull up social media. These motherfuckers is not doing it for their mate. Most of them don't have no mate. And when they get one, they so conditioned to do it for everybody else when they were single that when they got a mate, they still doing it for everybody else. That's called conditioning. Like they've been conditioned to do it for the world. People aren't getting up there on not even on social media, just out in public, period. Man, most folks most men don't want their women dressing the way they dress. They just ain't got the balls to tell them to take it off.
You ain't lying about that, brother. Good. That was a good one right there.
But that's crazy because why not? Why
most?
But out of that most, I'm saying why?
Because they know that they're gonna have a combative situation. Because now they're gonna be deemed chauvinistic. They're gonna be deemed not whatever words y'all done came up in the last 10 years to describe a man of controlling a woman. That's why you see these girls that's out here talking about they ain't getting approached and date and asked for dates and shit like that. Because men are done threw up the damn hands, wave the goddamn white flag, and say, fuck it. We surrender. Y'all got it. We can't tell you what to do. We can't tell you how to dress. We can't tell you we can't. So what is the use? You know what they do? Who said it earlier? I think it was D. Men are running out. That's why they going, more men want to be in poly shit than anything else, because men are saying, if I can't tell one, and that's a part of a man's pride is to lead. So if he can't lead her in the direction that he wants to go to, thank God Skittles is listening to her husband. What if Skittles, I ain't trying to bring no conflict between you and Michael. I'm just saying, what if Skittles wasn't the wholesome woman or wife that she is and listen to him and say, man, I don't give a damn what you're talking about. I'm going to go out like this because look, this is what y'all say most of the time, because this is what makes me happy. She would have an unhappy household and an unhappy husband who would probably be on OnlyFans trying to get his shit fulfilled.
Look, I'm gonna say this, and I'm just gonna say one more thing about this. So, the male is the leader, right? The male is the leader in a household.
Supposedly
be the leader in the household. So your family, your spouse, your significant other represents who you are as a person. So if your woman or mate is seen out in public like that, what does that say about you?
Says a lot. And guys judge each other off of
Oh yeah,
what
how
their
they doing?
mate not only looks like, but how they conduct themselves and act like out in public too. You're 100% right. Now I'm gonna throw the monkey wrench in there. Ronnie Woodham, Tavon P.
Hey,
Both of y'all have been deployed to a foreign location, or at least deployed away from your family. When we was returning back from war, or when we was returning back from a long stint away from home, and they told you about the integrating process back into your own fucking house that you come from, it's a few things that they told you. And P, I know you was leadership in most of these classes that put people through, right? Few things that they told us. One, pace yourself coming back in. You can't jump right back in and take over the controls as that leader in your household when she's been back home with the kids for 9 or 12 months without you. You're gonna pick like it's not gonna be a peaceful transfer of power. That's what they was about to tell you. You're gonna cause more problems trying to dive right back in. Now, this is my point I'm making off of that. If you've been single for 5 years, 10 years, are you really relinquishing power over to the supposedly leader in your household as the man when you get one? Is it an easy transfer of power? It's easier said than done as soon as you sit up here. Oh, yeah, I do. But is it really? Do you mentally realize the energy you give off when he's trying to do something and you've been doing it for 5 or 10 years without him? Do you realize the energy you give off to the guy of peaceful transfer of power? So when you say you're doing it for him, keep in mind that you see the world more than you see your spouse. Most of us, if you work in jobs and out in the hustle and bustle, and then you got kids and after hours shit, after school events, you're seeing the world more. So are you really doing it for your spouse is my question, Lady Cherie, or Skittles, or any woman watching that want to comment?
Well, I gave you my answer. So,
I got your answer. Duly noted.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, I don't think women, now you have a few that may be, but there are a lot of women out here that are doing it for their spouse.
Oh yeah. No, hold on. No, I agree with you, but I'll flip the ratio. A few women are doing it for their spouse. There's a lot of women doing it for the world. I agree with you that a few women are doing it for their spouse.
But they quit to do all that, go out with their girls, but when you go on a date with them, they house clothes.
Come on, Ronnie.
That'd be my biggest problem. Like I'm there, I see it all the time in my family, my friends, my own spouse. Like we 6 years into the relationship, so a lot has changed. Don't get it twisted. She is definitely my neck, right? As I'm the head, and God leads us all towards Him. Right, and the beauty behind that is the head don't move without the neck. And that's what a lot of people forget. So there ain't no command and by any means necessary, for sure. But lead and follow and aspire to know God all at the same time. Like that's the most efficient way for God's plan to work. It's been like that for centuries. As far as the concept behind marriage, which I guess would be the ultimate goal for most relationships, right? To live life out that way. But daggone, like if you come at me with this badass resume and I lock it down, I'm like, I accept the application, and I'm like, you know what, this is great. I can see myself living and dying next to this woman. And then a few months later, all the girls is getting all the good looks. I ain't getting. Don't get me wrong. You look best in the morning. I love it. But date night is something serious. Like I could always appreciate a date night where you go ahead and do that. You put yourself together and you get Photoshop ready and shit, and you put your heels on, you bring the girls up and the ass out, and you grab my arm and walk into the restaurant with me. Fuck yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Let's.
Yeah.
What is happening? I guess we're finally ending.
No,
we ain't in
Now
there.
he's talking.
I just wanted y'all to share some of the spotlight with each other to hear what Ronnie just said. Ronnie, I did not cut you off, sir. I put you on pause. I need them to feel that what you just said. I think is only right. Skittles, Lady Cherie, Ronnie dropped some gems. Would you guys agree? Would you ladies agree? I apologize.
I think
Michael, what's up, big dog?
I think that if he has if there is a problem that you feel like your significant other isn't, dressing or doing something that you like,
I am.
Communicate it. Hey, baby, I like when you dress up with your friends when we go out. Can you do that? Oh,
yeah, you're right. But y'all know that y'all say most men don't communicate shit.
But is it being communicated?
No, it's not.
Why not?
Not at all. Not at all. Yep. So we want y'all to read our minds like y'all want us to read yours. Oh man. All right. Any lasting words y'all got for the panel, man? This has been a good one. I love times that we can get up here and have conversation, open dialogue to where I feel as if we actually get stuff accomplished. People that's watching enjoy the topics, but more importantly, I think they enjoy the authenticity that we have when we speak. Because most of us, matter of fact, if I see people, if I think that somebody's pump faking in their thought, I'm gonna get you up out of here. Because I only want folks that's willing to come up here and not just y'all. I'm talking to motherfuckers that come in the future. I only want people that really want to speak their mind, and I don't want Lady Cherie or Skittles coming up here thinking that it's only two of us and we're outnumbered and it's an attack on women. No, I'm harder on the guys. Boy, put me in the room for the dudes.
Yeah.
Tell her D. But I'm gonna make sure, because I don't care what somebody feel or think about me as long as I feel and think that I'm saying my truth. So like it'd be that's why I don't do the TikTok thing and go live and all that other shit, because there's a whole bunch of people that pump fake up there just to get and grow an audience.
Call them what they are. Fucking panda bears. Fucking panda bears.
Yeah, they all panda bears,
and
man. People out there talk. I be listening to the guys. Look, hey ladies, y'all know y'all superpower. Just presence, period. It'd be one lady can sit on a panel and don't say shit. She could just turn on the camera, go live, and then open up the box and let about 5 or 6 guys come in there, and she just sit there. Them dudes, 95% of them, gonna tell y'all every damn thing that you want to hear, and that ain't how they living in real life. That ain't what they really would say to you if they was 5 or 6 years into a marriage with you. They saying that shit up front to try to get you. Like, so I don't let them off the hook at all. And when it comes down to over here, I just want everybody to feel comfortable enough to throw up their legs like P. That shit was embarrassing. I'm gonna have to delete that his live, so I can't get it all. But bro, don't never do no shit like that on T-Bags Network again, man. You probably gonna be banned for a lifetime. And you had on slippers with open toes, nigga. What's wrong with you? So look at Skittles. So look at Ronnie. So look. With that being said, man, I want y'all to be comfortable. I want y'all to be welcomed, and feel free to pop in at any time. So I'm gonna go around the panel clockwise. Lady Cherie, it's on you. Take it away. What are your closing statements? Anything you want to address that you didn't get a chance to? Because I don't know, D was cutting you off. Whatever. Go ahead.
There's one thing I do. So I want to go back to the first topic. I think that with the shooting with the ICE agent, we were beating around the bush of what the real problem was, right? And that was, nobody was talking about the lady in the wrong. Nobody was talking about what she did. It was all about what the cop did, what he could have done. But what about what she did? And again, we are making excuses for people behavior. So I mean, nobody wanted to talk about that. But if she would have just listened, it would have been a different situation. But nobody's saying she's in the wrong for what she did. So
Facts.
I
Facts.
don't-
I'll help you out with that. We have Ronnie, my brother. Anybody else? Because Ronnie, what y'all don't know, the reason why Ronnie was spitting out some of the verbiage and things that y'all might be up to speed with, but I'm not. Ronnie actually studies the Constitution and the rights and all of the state constitutions or whatever. He breaks down a lot of the stuff that I haven't taken the time to look up, and I'm glad that my brother does this because I learned from him. We had a 45-minute conversation the other day, and he shared some stuff on me. I was like, bro, if I wasn't in the DMV paying for the shit that you about to say right now, then I'd listen. But I'm literally in here about to register my car because he's a traveler and not a driver. I'm a damn driver. So I don't know enough to get the traveler status, right? So he literally got on the back of his truck. If he would show you his license plates, they ain't got no damn license plate. The shit just say traveler. It's crazy. But Ronnie, I want to tell you this. When you were standing on the point of military code of justice, the Geneva Convention, when you were standing on the law enforcement side, as citizens of the United States, we also have an obligation as well to uphold. And it is to obey the laws of the land and the people in it and the servants in it. So what that means is we just can't, just because we think that we have these so-called rights, that we can't just get in front of the power. That's what I would tell my kids. That's what I would tell your kids. Yes, you have these so-called rights. Yes, you need to do your research like Ronnie Woodham or anybody else that's finding out what their real rights are and being able to win court cases like you've done and doing all the other stuff. But at the end of the day, for your life's sake, while you have these rights, don't be foolish. Ronnie, you told me the other day, and I shared it with the panel, that you deliberately got on the passenger side because you knew the police was going to fuck with you, and you let your wife drive because they couldn't fuck with her. And the reason why you did that, because you didn't want to stand in front of what I would say in this case, this topic, the ICE agent. You took measures to minimize the risk of escalation, and because you're gonna stand your ground. Why? Because you're educated in the knowledge of what they can and can't do. So you took the time to eliminate that based upon the fact that you had your wife with you. And if she had that lady that got killed, she had a wife with her. Her wife was trying to get in the passenger side of the car and had to witness her wife. I don't even know. Just had to witness the other lady get killed. You see what I'm saying? So that was smart of you, brother, for minimizing the risk of running into a cop, which ended up pulling y'all over and your wife was driving. So that day you made the right decision. That's the same decision that lady should have made and left her vehicle in park. That's the same decision she should have made when the ICE agent stepped in front of her car and it was in drive. Don't hit the gas, man. Now your car is now a weapon. And that's what's going to, the immunity of Donald Trump ain't what's going to get this one ICE agent off. The fact that she turned her car into a weapon is what's going to get this ICE agent off. I digress. Ronnie, if you want to speak on, because I mean, you were very vocal on that. So what Lady Cherie said, it don't just apply to you, but I'll give you the floor since a lot of people left.
Yeah, no, I did mention that earlier that there was a lot of variables that shouldn't have been in play. You know, so a lot of decisions that should have been different decisions made, different choices made. All them choices from each individual person led up to that ultimate situation for sure. So I definitely agree. If she had not been in her vehicle and just been out like everybody else, it could have definitely gone a completely different direction. But with that being said, my key point to my objection to what's really going on, or at least in regards to how the government is handling it, is the whole absolute part. Like, I'm just saying, have due process and let the country see the evidence showed in front of a jury of their peers decided that he clearly was doing his job, and he clearly thought his life was in danger defending himself. I'm not saying let us run all over y'all. Like, that's definitely not my key point, to these federal agents. But have some accountability, have a certain level of accountability or some type of standard of accountability for when there is a situation that is clearly where the federal agent is at fault, because those do occur. That does happen. People do get shot by the cops for no reason. You know, like I'm sure everybody on this fucking panel can agree.
Yes,
So
sir.
there's got to be, and the law clearly states to their state counterpart, they're supposed to have the fucking Bivens Act, the Bivens action. There was a Bivens Supreme Court case back in like 1947 that still holds true. So, you know, because if there is a constitutional violation, there has to be a remedy. Otherwise, what's the point of the Constitution? That's what the Supreme Court said. So if have a case, you know, have a due process and determine it. You know, don't just be like, nah, he was doing his job. He got a badge on, so he's absolutely immune from whatever. I just had a problem with that. The way they came out with that presentation. You
Yeah.
know, that was my thing. Like, hold on, let's
Yeah,
look at everything.
So what if you heard JD Vance though, he spoke for all of the people that were saying immunity. JD Vance, the Vice President of the United States, said he was absolutely within his rights. She turned
Right.
her vehicle into a weapon.
He said, well, he said he was absolutely immune.
Well, either way, she turned her vehicle into a weapon. Is the listen?
Did she?
That's the innocent plea. I mean, that's the
Right.
innocent verdict, bro. Like, no, look.
I mean, there's a lot of different angles. I mean, I can see both. That's what I'm saying. I can see
Why
both. I can
give them
see.
the one that they want to look for? Is what I'm saying.
I know. I'm
Listen,
just saying.
if she'd have
It's for a
sat there
jury
with
to
her- listen,
decide.
check this out, bro. If she'd have sat there with her windows up, doors locked, car in park, chilling, sticking the finger up to them, talking shit, they would have eventually broke into the vehicle if they was really trying to get her out and got her.
Right. And drag
And
her
then
out.
lethal force.
Yeah.
If she just sat there in her car and revved the engine like she was gonna go somewhere, they would have busted the window out. We see it on these videos all the time. They'd have broke the window out, reached in there and cut the car off, all this other stuff, and they would have probably harmed her, dragging her out, and all this other stuff, handcuffing her, slamming her down, all the shit. We still would have said, some people would still would have said they ain't had to slam her like that. They ain't had to do that. Bro.
I know. I feel you there. But
Go
what
ahead,
I'm
P.
considering though is
all right, after Ronnie, go ahead, P. Go ahead, Ronnie.
Dude's in a position of power, trust, and authority compared to a civilian.
Okay,
Just,
I'm glad you said that.
Really
You're
is
right.
trying. She could be
You're
trying
right.
to escape.
You're right. Now, what obligations, or I ain't gonna say obligation, what common fucking sense do the civilians have knowing that the police are in the position of power and authority? We don't have to have no mindfulness about that. You just said that they're in the position of power and authority.
Power, trust, and authority. Yes, which means they have accountability. Their responsibility is much higher because of that position.
What part of their three things that you just named, power, trust, and authority, which one of those three puts them at a level higher?
The combination.
Okay, all
power,
three.
trust. It's power, trust, and authority. That's
Okay.
what the position entails.
Now, which one of the three puts them as a threat to the citizen?
Power. The power. They're supposed to have the power to enforce
And
safety,
authority to
right?
bust your
Against real crime. Right? Dude's got an assault weapons.
You don't think hitting an agent with your car is a real crime?
I do. I agree, but that's what I'm saying. That should be for a jury to decide with evidence and an actual court case and trial. I'm not the judge. I mean, I can have my opinion can be this, your opinion can be that.
Yeah.
Cameras don't lie, but there's three different angles.
Yeah.
And they all tell different stories. So at this point, that's why I just go back to the due process. Like, let the dude be innocent, but let him be proven innocent.
But it goes back to the point, though, because we back to the agent, not the person in the wrong. You're saying there's variables, but the one thing that we do know, if she would have put that car in park and got out her car, she could have stopped it all.
But
Facts.
nobody is saying she's at fault. She the one that caused all this. There's variables.
Yeah. Hey, what y'all missing though is that there are different angles to the situation. And one thing you missing, it was a protest, y'all. Y'all know that, right? It wasn't just that lady that got killed and her wife and a few agents. It was other people out there. There was a protest. There was people out blocking streets and everything. This lady is speeding off in a car. That is a projectile, just like a bullet, to a large crowd. What if he'd have let her go and she took and plowed through the crowd of people and ran over 17 folks and killed 9? What if all that shit would have happened? Like these agents, y'all, Ronnie, P, y'all been in the military. You know you got to make split decisions and make sound decisions at a time. And you train to make those sound split decisions.
I will be the first one to tell you that I've been in multiple situations, and I'll let you know that it didn't go well, and I came home, obviously. So, but I will say this though: America has, and this is our issue. This is one of our main issues. Our main issue is that people believe that they can act without penalty, right? That's our main issue. When it comes down to freedom of speech, I mean, like it's a cause and effect for everything you do, right? And when you act like you will not get penalized for making a decision that's that can be harmful in nature, and then the extreme happens, it could have been ended with a conscious decision that says, "Hey, I did not get the opportunity to de-escalate the situation." So we are in the comfort zone of I could tell the president, fuck him. I could tell the police, hey, whatever. But you gotta understand these people utilize force as they have the opportunity to use force at a moment's notice. You know what I'm saying? And if it's justified, you get off. You know what I'm saying? So why put ourselves in a situation where you are in that challenging situation, period, where you could have been like, well, you could have seen that you could have you had the opportunity to de-escalate it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that's what it is, man. Right. You got to de-escalate situations. And if you ask for it, because normally you got to say, could I possibly die in this situation? Fuck yeah, I could die. Okay, well, don't fucking do it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's a possibility, man. I could go, there's a laundry list of shit I could say, but I'd rather not. I don't think this is a forum for it. But at the end of the day, you could de-escalate situations. There's an opportunity, like in that situation, she didn't have to put herself in that situation. She didn't have to do it. So
yeah, and he didn't have to use deadly force, in my opinion, now that I saw the new angle, because before, that's why I always tell people don't watch these videos and formulate opinion.
I say the same thing. People get emotional about what's being shown. I'm like this, like I'm like, hey, see this? But I'm jabbing your ass like this with this hand. So the first thing I don't say shit. I need more details, because what I'm seeing right now, it ain't good enough. It's just not fucking good enough. Mm-hmm. And I did the same thing you did. I seen another view. I was like, oh shit, man. There is an argument. The wheels were turned. Why would you hold your phone and you draw your weapon? Are you worried about your phone?
Oh man. Bro, that was. Hey, Ronnie, now the shit he just said right there, and I in line with you a little bit more. When I saw that clip, and first thing hit my mind is, why the hell is he recording on his phone?
Why he drawing his weapon?
And drawing a weapon at the same time. It's almost like saying, I'm gonna show you
her. See what I'm saying? Like,
and this is
justifying it. Yep. Yeah. So
like, I still like, I agree. She shouldn't have been there. I forgive me, ma'am. I hear your point. I feel like you keep saying it, but I know I've said it 3 times. Like, there's a lot of variables there that shouldn't have been in play.
Yeah,
100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Bro.
But at the same time, it's that like there's 4 of y'all. I get it. Get away from the car, right? You're in this position of power, trust, and authority. Y'all can all shoot the whole neighborhood up if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Put the whole block on lock.
Yeah.
I get it. Everybody get in the
She could have
house.
ran
Get
her
out
car
of the
through the
way.
rest of the
Yeah.
neighborhood.
Right, big bad coming through. Like we've seen this done 100 times before in the past. But ICE is brand new. They didn't come out till 2003. So it was the actual military that did it back when the Japanese were banned and the Koreans were banned and the Cubans were banned and all these other shit. You know, but all this it's all happened before. But here we go. We're here with a new unit. It's ICE, and okay, cool. But you're still in this position that's designated as some type of official state, federal government, or whatever. There should be some rules to apply, some rules of procedure, rules of engagement with the civilian sector. I just feel like that's
you're
what I
right.
say.
There should be some
Absolute.
rules of engagement with the civilian sector, but for the longest time, there should be some rules of engagement from the civilian sector towards law enforcement, to where we can't be out this motherfucker trying to hold court in the street. And with that being said, look at Sean. Sean say, would people be upset if this was a man? Sean also said, I think people are more outraged because it was a woman. Men know not to hold court in the streets. That's a fact, but that's not a fact to all men, because there's more men that's holding court in the streets that's getting killed by law enforcement. Majority of the times we seen, not that they like same shit that who was up here, Shawnee P, that was bringing up Mike Brown and all these other people. Listen, you right about the holding court in the streets, but guess what? There's a lot of times where the shit escalates because of what Ronnie said: power, trust, and authority. We, as people, not just black people, we challenge their power. We don't trust them, and we offend and embarrass their authority.
Yeah. Yes.
That's why they get so fucking mad and say, "Get on the ground," like I said. Oh, you gonna get out the car? Well, I got to get out of the car right then.
Yeah.
Get out of the car. Why I got to get out of the car? I know
Because
my rights. Like, am I detained? I be saying, people, am I detained? Am I this and am I that? Yeah. The problem is that they probably get, if they do something to you, and if they get what do they call that shit? Suspended from their job with pay and all this other shit until it's investigated, and then the slap on the wrist comes. Whoop de doo, you in the ground. All that goddamn, I know my rights and all this other shit. That's for, like you said, that's for the Court of Appeals that's for the courts to decide. Not you, ma'am, revving your engine and taking off when you click. Like, that's one thing about the video that I can say that I saw clearly. That guy is clearly standing in front of the car, putting some bitch in reverse because wasn't nobody behind you.
Bro, I'll tell you like this: if a law enforcement agent is running up with my vehicle, I'm not driving nowhere, bro. Everybody is videotaping. They're gonna watch you punch me in the face. I'm telling you right now, I probably want to shoot your ass, but I'm probably not, because I'm gonna de-escalate the situation because of who I am. You know what I'm saying? So
People are winning these cases in court, though.
I'm not saying
they're really winning them.
But most of them don't get there if they do what the hell she just did.
Right. Yeah, exactly. 100%. 100%. She definitely, at that point, if you dead ass in the middle of it and he's at your door telling you get the fuck out, take that shit to court. Go with it. Let them take you to the magistrate, or take you and then bring you back and drop you off and throw your shit out the window, like I've seen them do so many U.S. citizens across my page before. Let them do that, but then document it and take that shit to fucking court, because I'm telling you can 1983 they ass, which is a civil lawsuit against federal positions. You can't do that. It is a thing. They don't have absolute immunity. You can, you can try it.
Yeah, so I mean, you're absolutely right. When it's anything it has any subjection to whatever happened. I mean, if she just drove and said "fuck you, motherfucker" and ran him over, okay, bam. But if it's any subjection, man, like we challenged our law enforcement. If you go to any other country, no other country is challenging their law. If they got a structured government, no other country is challenging their law enforcement. Nobody, no one. In America, we are the only country that challenged our law enforcement, and that's why it's weak as fuck. So, and that's why all these killings are happening, because it just boils to a point where you like, all right, whatever, you antagonizing the motherfucker that goes to work every day, 12 hours a day, deal with all this bullshit, and then you want to say, hey, fuck you. You don't know what the fuck call he just came from. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what family issues he facing. And then you're going to say, you know, fuck you, police officer. I can do fuck I want. I know my rights. I know I'm not stopping. What you think is going to happen? This motherfucker is judge and jury right there. You know what I'm saying? So, and some of this shit is not even making it to fucking social media. So why antagonize this motherfucker?
Hey, what y'all think about this? And then we're going to wrap it up. Sean said also, did anyone see the body? For all we know, this was a Hollywood production to hype up the people.
Hey, absolutely, bro. Everything is subjective now, bro.
It was AI.
Yeah.
Everything is subjective now, bro.
He got a point.
Everything's subjective.
You got a point. The shit was in Minnesota where who the fuck no? Okay, like where all her? I ain't seen her family and them out. Like, you know, when one of us go, right? Niggas is visuals got during candlelight visuals. People standing in front of the courthouse by the droves with signs and like demanding the agent's badge and all. Where all that shit at? So Sean, you might be on to something, brother.
This was a stunt to raise that $1.5 million that they raised.
That's right. Ah, man, I'm so glad you said that, because I meant to put it up there a while ago.
Hey, man, can we stage a joint for me, man? I'll go down hard like a sack of potatoes. I won't even try.
Y'all know.
I hit my head.
Y'all know that they put a GoFundMe up, right? They asked for 50 grand.
They got a 1.5.
1.5. And it's still going.
Hey, look, what we need to do right now, I know this televised, but come down here. Hey, look, matter of fact, Ronnie, you can't do it.
Bro.
Hey, Lady Cherie, hey.
Don't do it.
Put a police.
Don't do it, bro.
Put a police suit on.
That motherfucker said, Ronnie, you can't do it.
You know, you can't do your beard too big. Look like Al Qaeda. So Cherie, you come down here. Give me a couple flesh wounds. Let me bleed out. I'ma smack my head. And then we're gonna say the police is wrong. And then we're gonna start to go. Matter of fact, we're gonna start to go GoFundMe. We're gonna blow.
Hey,
and then
you gonna ask for 50,000. You gonna ask for 50,000, and we're gonna be able to buy you another pair of slippers with the amount that we get.
They gotta pay for the sequel.
You ain't getting 1.5. The reason why she got 1.5 because this how she look.
Yeah. No, absolutely, bro. She needs 1.
They felt sorry for her, bro. Look, check this out. All jokes aside, man, I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna let D. Hey, D, I know you're in the dark, but you always here.
Yeah,
I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, go ahead on, man. Hey, any closing statements on any one of the topics? The floor is yours. Hey, D, any lasting statements on any one of the topics? Oh, it's connected.
Hey, hell no, because niggas is crazy. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Man,
What's
niggas
that
is
you
crazy.
pulled
Nah,
up?
I ain't got no that's
I'm seeing red bounce off of P background. Y'all
in
good?
fucking January 6th. Same shit.
Am I
Oh
tripping?
yeah,
or
bro.
did it
No,
look like
stay connected to
12
God.
on him?
yeah, you breaking up bad, bro. I thought you was pulled over for a second.
No, somebody
Right.
was speeding by.
and the dude that was in the lane in front of him wasn't fast enough.
Oh,
Gotcha.
bright
You
lights.
breaking up real bad, man. We can't hardly hear you. All right. So we're gonna let D get himself together, man. He probably won't make it by the time I hit. But Lady Sheree
Can you hear me now, bro?
Yep, I can hear you now.
Now, Buddy was going about 120. He was flashing his lights at the dude in the lane.
Oh, okay. All right. Any closing statements to any one of the topics before we go?
Yeah, man. I say this. Fellas, do what you need to do, because as you can see on a regular, the human side of interacting with our counter species is not working. Although you do need one, just get you one and figure out what exactly, not her love language, not her fantasy language. What the fuck is her language?
Mm-hmm.
D said, even though you do need one, like a damn, I don't know, like a cane when you get old and shit. Like D said, even though you do need one.
I say you done.
Yeah, we couldn't hear you, bro. Yeah, it's all good, man.
That's because he wasn't making any sense. Go ahead.
All I heard was bitches is crazy.
All right. Hey, you watch that pit bull? Hey, so listen, man. With that being said, y'all, man, Ronnie Woodham, D Awesome One, Tavon P, Lady Sheree and Art Attack, Life with Big Niche, Niet Ridgeway, Shawnee P, Skittles, to the young fellas who was having technical difficulties getting on, Jeremiah, and what's my other dude name? Jeremiah, and I just met these two young brothers, man. They young, 19 and 20 years old. They moved to Wilmington, Delaware. They're trading crypto full time, and they're doing very, 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 very well for themselves. I met them today, actually, early this morning. The other dude name is Justice. I don't know how I forgot that. That's my son's name. So, to both of y'all, man, thank y'all for coming through. To everybody that was in the comment, bro, Sean, Skittles, before you pulled up to the panel, anybody else that chimed in or even watched us from afar and never said a word, we appreciate everything that you guys do to contribute to us. In the future, we're going to be taking more topics from the audience, emailing those topics in. We have different events that we are. D, you're coming in on 2 devices at one time. Say, fuck it. You by any means necessary, you're gonna get your point across. Y'all seeing him on 2 devices?
Yeah, I see it. I don't know why.
No, hold on. Let me get the other one out of here since you're on that one. Hold on. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's just a tripping.
No, because you logging in from the Safari of your phone, so it got you logged in twice. But you good? Go ahead.
Nah, man.
We
Big
hear you
thing,
now.
like I say, man. We do need women. Just find one that you can decipher her language, so you can figure out what she on. Because you going into a relationship and you got your heart into it, you're gonna make a mistake big time these days. So not only that, teach your sons and your brothers and your cousins, put their heart on the back burner, because that shit ain't gonna be what it used to be. Like, these motherfuckers don't care for care. They don't care for affection. They don't care for emotion. They just talk that shit. They care for almighty dollar for the most part. And then for the women that are involved and you start to feel some type of way, girl, fuck you, because I ain't talking about you. Now,
Shit, right.
Yes, sir. I wanted that moment of silence after that, so the women in Djibouti can hear what D just said. If you are out here for care, for the real values of a relationship, stop pump faking with these guys, breaking hearts. He's telling the fellas, keep your heart and put it on the back burner. Make sure that you understand the war that you are in versus the opportunity for love. Is that still a real thing? Do people really still go after relationship based upon love, honor, duty, respect, legacy, family, one life to live? I don't know. The way it looks, men and women aren't. I be watching these little shows where they having the men and women dating shows and all this other shit. Not even the reality scripted shows. I'm talking about off the cuff, looking at it, and no, more people are discrediting folks based upon how they look, based upon one thing that they say. They can say 100 goddamn things good about themselves and fuck up on one thing. I saw this one show that I'm watching here recently, and the girl said she didn't want the guy because he was short, height. Meanwhile, she was 5'2". He was 5'7".
That shit fake.
I'm just saying. The host asked her why, like, you're 5'2", he 5'7". That's actually tall to you. She said, no, that's not 6 foot. Another one today I watched. He was 27, she was 29. She said, you too young. I get it. Women mostly want older men mostly want younger women. I get all that bullshit. But like D and P have been screaming, you can't take certain shit with you. You're going to die and leave here. The question that we had was, are women settling? And I would say this to the ladies, and I'm not a lady like Lady Cherie stated, but I would say this. Even though I can't speak for y'all, I speak to y'all and tell you, if you're in your 20s and your mamas and your aunties and all them done showed you that you don't need a man, you should never be broke because that thing between your legs. This is all the shit I heard growing up. Shake your money maker and all this shit. They never tell you that you're going to time out. They never tell you that you're going to be alone. That's why now that I'm seeing from in my 20s to up to the day of 47 years old, now that I'm seeing that, I understand Miss Gertrude that had Fifi. Fifi was her dog, y'all. Now that I'm seeing more women, what Kevin Samuels said, buy a dog and die alone, I now can pinpoint back to my younger days, and there were the same shit going on. The women that I don't need a man this. All right, guys. Don't let these other fools out here fool you to believe that you don't need no damn woman. Most of us don't even have great relationships with our children like that. So who the fuck gonna take care of you when you old and decrepit? So you may not think that in your 20s and 30s and 40s, like P in your 50s, that some people don't need a woman. But trust me, bro, the same way we buy these cars and these houses and these clothes and take these trips and do all this shit for women, why do all that shit in your prime years for women and then get in your later years and act like you don't need one? So we better fix this thing between men and women. I'm talking to us all. We better get it right, because I can tell you this, there'll come a day when you'll need somebody. Now, I can tell you one damn thing. The women are smarting up. They done started saying, fuck settling. If I'm a settle, they gonna run. They saying, if I'm a settle, I know who I can get all my good mornings from. I know who I can get all my girl, you looking good in that dress from. I know who I can get all of my fuck that you don't need him from, and that's another woman. And I'm seeing by the droves, they teaming up and they finding their person, and their person is looking like them. That's something that we're not gonna run and do, but a lot of them are doing it. That's more settling to me than anything in the world. I'm saying, how the fuck you 45, 50 years old with a 2 fupas and 3 children, and you with a whole woman now? That don't make no sense to me at all. Boy, that baffles me. And they ain't even saying, and they tell you, I literally can show you clips of them saying, because it used to be they say, oh, I was born like this, and I just hid it and stayed in the closet and got married and had children, and then I said, fuck it in my later years. No, they're not saying that. They're telling you that she gets me. She this. So at least though, fellas, they ain't gonna die alone. So let's fix our relationships, man. Hold on, Ronnie, you muted. Go ahead and say it again.
Oh, that's what I was saying. And stop being fucking lazy. That's another problem we got. Like that, because they get tired. That don't know woman want to live with a hibernator, just sit up in the house, chilling, not doing shit. You're a fucking loser at that point. Like if you gonna be a man, like if you want to stand in that role, then fucking stand in that shit. And that's a big problem with us right now. We getting fucking lazy. We don't want to go look for a job. We don't want to maintain a job. We don't want to go get a better job. We don't want to take the trash out. We don't want to cut the fucking grass. We don't want to pump gas in our wife's car. Like, it's just open the fucking door. Like, we're fucking lazy. Like, stop that shit. And she might like you.
And she might like you. P.
How may I help you, sir?
Yes, sir. Look, man, I want to thank you so much for pulling up all the time.
All day.
Yes, sir. Man, look, bro, keep rocking it out no matter what nobody tell you, man. That shit on your chin don't look good, bro. Dye that shit like the top of your head and you'll be all right. All right? You know what I'm saying? Like,
should I just take it off? Like,
no.
Bomb. What's good? What's good? Yeah, bam.
You stupid. Nah, I'm lying to you, man. And look, check this out, bro. All the wisdom in the world, you've given me so much wisdom over the years in the military and outside of that. So I appreciate you, Doc. Ronnie Woodham, man, my dog. Hey, listen, I locked in with you years ago. We still locked in together today. Who knows where we'll be in 5 or 10 years, the Lord willing. All right. So keep rocking out strong, bro. If you need anything, if you need me, please hit me up. D also one popping in and out, but I know he's always here. Bro, you held me down for years, and you're still here today. I appreciate you, champ. Lady Cherie and Art Attack, thank you so much for pulling up and doing what you do and coming over and spending time with us for the last few weeks. And I hope that you'll pull up and spend time with us each and every Sunday, 7:45 Eastern Standard Time, 7:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. On Sundays. Today is just a makeup show that we done ran over into Tuesday. Look at God. All right, man. Anything from y'all? If not, this has been real. This has been fun. This has been real fun. I appreciate y'all. This has been T-Max Network, man. Y'all stay.
Pointed Tipsy made a masterpiece at Art Attack Sip and Paint. They guide every step. I'm no artist, but this sunset nailed it while we sipped. Better than bars. It's the perfect night out, and you take home real art you made. If I can do this, anyone can. Grab your crew. Book now.